What were we doing?
What were you doing? Well, first off, I need to do my really unemotional welcome to Beldark. Welcome to Beldark.
No, do it
and
properly.
then, yeah, we can go on to recap. Welcome to Beldark.
One more time?
No, because now I fell under pressure to be as shit as possible.
Yes,
No,
I
you could just
understand.
try being good for once.
Rude. Feel under pressure. I don't like it. What colour are
Should we
we
all
all
look away?
today?
Should we all
What
start
colour
a
are we all
video with
today?
our...
Blue.
Should we start our video with our backs to the screen so that we're not looking at you?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
that's
going to
fine.
turn my back on you now.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Go on, Jen.
I couldn't tell.
Go on,
I
Jen.
can't turn around in
Hello,
this room.
everyone.
Do you do your intro?
Welcome to Beldark. Like and subscribe. I don't even know what we say. What do we say? Well, like and subscribe.
Say it every week.
You
Yeah.
could say it every week.
Or every other week,
Come on,
sorry.
this is
then.
it.
Every other week.
Yeah, go on
Rude.
one more time. Start again.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Beldark. Please like and subscribe. Here we are, starting another episode. And who is going to recap?
You
Are we allowed to turn around now?
We're on for a start.
Oh, I just turned around, man. I did a dramatic entrance.
You should
Fuck's
introduce.
sake.
Right, do it again. Do it again. Introduce the channel, what people are watching, and then introduce us as the players. Yeah,
And then when you
And
finish,
then we'll spin around
you'll
one
need
by
to
one.
spin
Yeah,
around
yeah.
at the same time. Do a really dramatic entrance.
Or we'll
What's
just
the voice?
we'll candidly look over our shoulder like we're in a sitcom.
Yeah,
like,
Oh, yeah, all right, over the shoulder, then. Right? Go on, Jen, come on.
Right, when you're ready, Jen.
Sorry.
I do. Go do. Just fuck
It
around.
was the sitcom thing that's just sent me over. Now I look like I've been crying.
Have you done it yet?
No. Turn around. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beldark on Die 20. Here we are, starting again for another episode. We have our amazing group here who is ready to turn around and introduce themselves.
You forgot the Beldark
Ellie!
bit.
Lily!
Okay, we're just going to do it, are we?
Come on, Damien. Come around.
Don't say my fucking name.
Damien and Jay!
You can't get more sick on that. Yeah, I just said my fucking name, man.
I was waiting for my cue.
amazing.
Anyway.
And a dumb double thumbs up and everything with full fonts.
You did.
We
Did you
are
say
in the
Beldark? I didn't
Shadowfell.
even know you said Beldark.
I think I did.
It's
say
Beldark, by the way.
Yeah, Beldark. What section is it, Jen?
Anyway, well, I didn't.
This
fucking
one.
know, 15?
15?
Today's.
The session.
14, 15. We're in the Shadowfell. Many shenanigans ensue, and someone will hopefully recap.
All right, stop it.
Anybody?
Right. I didn't write any
You want
notes.
to remember?
What did we do last time?
Oh, last session. Last session,
I
we
need to
just
recap.
finished the
Oh,
fight in the ring, and we won, and got an audience with Gaglath, Gandalf, to have a chat with him about getting information on the location of Kendra's last name withheld, because I can't remember it. And we went on a chat.
Moileth.
Excuse me. And went back and had a chat with him in his private quarters. He knew all about us, said we had to do a job for him to prove us worthy of the information, and we had to swear on a feather, and we did.
Oh, feathers came on our face. That was it.
Feathers did come on our face.
Yeah.
And we slept. Nothing else happened in the room, and now we're doing the mission. There you go, Jen. You happy now?
Sure. I guess so.
You can expand on it if you want. I mean, it was
I
pretty
could,
flawless, but do you want to expand?
It was perfect, Ellie. The only other addition was that Blackberry shared her weird notebook thing that she found a couple of nights ago. And there are
Much better.
new entries that have appeared. That's it.
About the
Much
place we're
weird.
going, wasn't it? About the manor.
In theory,
Somehow.
You think?
we think it's about that.
There's entries about the manor, isn't there? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure they were.
Was there? I thought it was
actually
about the tunnels underneath.
Yeah, there was like it was about the manor and a secret way in and da-da-da.
Oh, that's
so
it.
Yeah.
the book's obviously connected somehow to where we're going.
Yeah, the
So-
mentions the Briarborne estate.
You made your way to the Briarborne estate, which is where we left off. I think the map that you're on, which is not the map that I'm on, the map that you are on, is at the entrance to Briarborne estate. So you had travelled through the grounds, which, as a reminder, the whole manor is a walled complex. So the main manor house is right at the back, where it's kind of sequestered away and very secure. But you've walked past several large buildings, which denote kind of how rich and powerful this estate was back in the day. Back in the day.
Oh, yes.
Well, yes.
I think we also, we all decided that Panic and Larrick were probably not going to do any talking.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Because it's probably safer if Blackberry likes to do this bit.
And the exact thing about the oath was that we weren't allowed to share any information about their connection as to why.
There's any information about it, wasn't it? That's what I took from it anyway.
Any information?
So we're not allowed to say anything about it to anyone else about us.
You're not to share that you are there on behalf of Gaglath. You're not to share any of the personal connections that Gaglath has with any of the particulars.
Yeah, that's
Basically.
With anyone outside of the room that you were in.
Cool.
We're just workers.
On pain of
make some money in the mine.
fate.
It's going to go well for us, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to go great because we are chatty Cathy's.
It's going to go well for us.
The think before you speak, Jean, skipped a few of you.
Not one of our fortes.
I don't appreciate that voice in my head.
I always think before I speak. It just comes out anyway.
Fine,
Shouldn't say
you
that.
keep your secrets.
Anyway.
It's not a phrase found on our character sheets.
No, it's not.
I won't ask questions, also. Not something found on your character sheets.
No.
So, as a reminder about what you are approaching, the manor is obviously named for the Briarborne family, and they were, as you know from your readings, they were largely responsible for the rebellion that caused the Sever, i.e. the reason why the Shattered Isles are no longer attached to Gloomrot proper. The manor itself is basically entirely strangled by thorns and vines as you approach. There are very little clear spaces of the stonework available. The plants have this strange otherworldly hue that you'd seen elsewhere on the Shattered Isles, which is that kind of dusty pink colour. They're climbing all over the walls. They're reaching through the windows. They're clutching at roof tiles, and broken tiles and stones litter the ground in front of you. The buildings throughout the estate have hinted at a community living above. Again, as you know, there are three main factions of community living on the Shattered Isles, and the only one you haven't met yet is Chimney community. You've been able to see tents and crude buildings clinging to the roofs, but here the mansion towers far, far above you, and you can't see anything on top of the roof, although you can smell the scent of smoke clinging to the air. In the distance, you can hear the clink of metal, which ricochets strangely across the stone, and you're not entirely sure exactly where it's coming from, just that your view is blocked by the manor in front of you. And every now and then, it's quite early in the day, but you can hear a guttural shout, which is muffled by the structures in front of you.
Can we try and discern what the shout, like if the shout is animal, human?
Yeah. Roll nature.
Cool. That's good. That's a really good start. That's on that one, so never mind.
Fantastic. Cool.
Listen
Sorry.
so hard, you burst an eardrum.
Oh, it's my nice dice as well.
Um,
Why have you betrayed me like that?
As we're walking up, I'm going to be Right, so are we going to have like fake names and all that shit? Like just in case they ask what our names are? We don't give them our real names, do we?
I don't think that our real names are particularly uncommon.
Also, we kind of stick out like a sore thumb anyway. They're probably going to talk to us more about where we've come from.
And they might recognize us.
Everybody knows that we're not. Everyone can tell we're not from around here. So if we go in with fake names, they're going to make it more suspicious.
Well, I mean, it was just, we were going down into the mines and it's all dark and shit. It'd be boring. That's fine.
I mean, do we want to complicate it more?
I just wanted the funny name, really.
Do you want a funny name?
Do you have like a middle
name?
Would you
remember to call us by funny names?
I don't have a last name, never mind a middle name.
I mean, I can't judge, neither do I, apparently.
I didn't get one far on my sheet. I'll make it up if they ask.
Yeah, but you should let us know, because if we introduce you say a different name.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If it comes out of my mouth, then that's what it is.
Okay. Until then, we know you as him.
Yeah. Phil.
But
Phil.
Phil
what?
Phil who?
No, Phil.
Phil what?
Fucking Phil.
Oh, fucking Phil,
right?
But
what's his last name?
No. Phil, Phil.
Sorry.
What's his last name, though?
I haven't made it up yet.
That's a stupid
Is it fucking then hyphen Phil, or?
There's no fucking.
Is it double barrel?
There's no fucking in Phil's life.
Stop it. Phil's sad and lonely.
TMI fucking Phil.
I'm going to gently pat Larrick on the head, like, never mind, dude. It's all right.
I did once.
Is that why you decided to put it at the beginning of the name?
Yeah,
just
Phil. like a title, like a badge of fuck off.
Yeah.
It's Phil. All right.
So you're going by Phil. I think I'll go with Panic.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Baxter.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to stick with being Blackberry.
Panic's my fake name anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I can't have
but
another
I think
one.
You're all missing the point of fake names here, right?
I mean, I could use my real name,
yeah,
but
we already had this conversation. If you remember, you were the one that wanted a fake name, and you've made him Phil.
Cool.
Right, so you're Phil now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Panic.
Nice to meet you, Panic.
All right.
And stop being dickheads. Let's go. Come on. Fucking hell.
Who was taking Safsira?
I'll take her.
We left her back in the room.
Yeah, she's still at home.
She's not coming.
She woke up late and we've already gone.
If Safsira hadn't suddenly lost her voice today, she'd definitely be up for a fake name.
I know, right?
Sure.
I actually agree. I think she would have been.
I don't know.
What's that, Safsira? No, couldn't get any of it.
Meg would have been well in.
As we're walking toward the manor, sort of how much of it still exists, really? Is there like a second floor that still exists? Can you see a roof line?
Yeah, so there is a roof line. The walls pretty much are intact up to the roof.
Okay.
But you have no idea what state the inside is in. You have no idea kind of what any of it looks like apart from that. The rest of the building is just absolutely choked with vines.
From a distance, can we see any movement in and around the
inside
area?
the manor? Or just generally?
Just sort of generally, but also inside. Looking at the whole thing, can we see movement?
Yeah, so if you're just generally looking as you approach, I'd say with your passive perception, you'd be able to see that the building itself looks dark and uninhabited.
Okay, cool.
Well,
on the approach...
What if we just shout really loud from out here and someone will come out?
We could maybe walk up and have a look through a window or something, couldn't we?
Or we could just go through the front door and say, excuse me, is there jobs going?
I was just about to say, on the approach to the manor, you can see that the front door has actually just been caved in.
Go in.
Right, so Baxter Blackberry,
ask for a job.
You're going to get us in, and we'll go find that guy. I've forgotten his name already.
We'll know when we see him. because he's been dead.
What if he is dead? Did he say he wanted the corpse back?
Yeah, we're going to bring him back. Yeah.
If he's dead, he just wants like confirmation of.
No, we're going to bring him back so we can bury him.
I mean,
we'll try.
Bag of
I'm not
holding.
sure.
well,
You
you could always turn into a bear, and we could just like strap him to your back or something.
We sorted out the bag of holding
into
for
a
this
horse and you
purpose.
strap it to my back.
Oh, horse is easier, yeah, but bears are cooler, eh? Horses get tired easier. Have you seen a bear run? Fuck me, they go for it.
As this conversation is happening,
can we
A
like-
horse carrying a body is less likely to cause chaos, panic, and mayhem than a
What have I got to do
bear
with anything?
carrying a body.
I'm sorry, I feel like we're both just trying to get it all out now before we go in, all right?
yeah.
For yourself, you keep bringing my name up. I don't know what's going on.
As we get closer,
Have you got two brothers called Chaos and Mayhem?
Baxter's going to try and look through a window.
Look through a window. Yeah, okay. So looking through the window, you can see that the manor is mostly inside trashed. It looks like it's been picked clean over the years. You don't see any movement.
Okay. Is the ooze sort of everywhere as well?
Yeah, so there's still the similar level of ooziness here as you found in the streets. You've all managed to dodge it with your checks from previous sessions. But yeah, it's still.
Is the shouting getting louder as we get closer to the building?
Yeah,
Cool.
Can I try and hear what the shouting is?
you can. Are you doing the same thing? You're trying to figure out if it's humanoid or animal
Yeah.
or vegetable
I'm just trying to hear if it's
or
words.
oostable.
Yeah, and if it's
Yeah.
words, what's
Can I have
being
a go at
shouted?
that as well for a bit of laugh?
Yeah, that would be a nature check then.
Nature.
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 I'm thinking of my
It's
different
nature.
character. I fucked up.
I might be right in nature, you know. No, I'm not. 12.
That's a 9.
12.
The 12.
It ain't an animal.
Right, so it's
Certainly
not
ain't
It
an
probably
animal.
ain't a vegetable.
The vegetable guys.
It
Careful.
ain't an animal. It ain't got the fucking minerals.
And it ain't, it's not a mineral. It's a humanoid shout.
It sounds like a person.
Well,
Fuck, that's what they're shouting.
I'm okay.
What?
What was yours?
Alright.
Sorry. Panic.
I'm busy braiding Larrick's hair. His fur.
Phil's
I got a 9.
got braids.
I'm just
Phil's
doing.
got braids. He's cool.
Yeah, that's what I
He's
thought.
street
You look
smart.
different now. See,
Yeah,
they
nice.
put you
I
out on a
like
lineup.
it.
So he didn't have braids. He had braids last
Yeah.
guy. Right.
I love it. You're
That's what I'm
so
doing.
smart sometimes.
Cool.
Baxter,
Um,
what do your rabbit eyes see through the window?
Nothing. I mean, there's not any movement in there, so we might as well just start
Right,
going
just
in,
walk
I
in.
guess.
Has everyone got their CVs ready, or
Yeah.
I don't think we
All
need a
up here.
CV to move things around.
Right, come on, Bill.
No, it's Phil.
Ah,
No, don't fuck this up, all right?
if you get
It's
it
real
wrong, we're gonna have to take
Who's
over.
wrong?
And you know what we
Baxter.
do.
Baxter just chuckles as he goes around the corner.
Oh, he thinks he's being fucking funny. That was quite funny. Yeah, all right, let's go. Jen, I don't have a person. Oh, I do
You
have a
don't have a
person. I'm on the wrong
person.
end of the map.
Well, I mean, Larrick had a person.
Here we
Phil's
go.
not
Right there.
Yeah, who's that? There's no such thing as Larrick.
Oh shit!
Hang on, wait.
It's Phil now. It's Philerick. That is Phil. It's Phil short for Philerick.
Gotta be.
Just
Philaric.
telling
It
it.
turns out Larrick's real name is Phil this whole time.
Philaric.
Technically, I'm giving away my biggest ever secret.
It just sounds like some sort of posh
Anonymous.
meal, frankly.
He's not even a herringbone. He's just going to unzip, and he's just some like middle fucking age guy with a beer belly called Phil.
No, look, you got jealous of Panic's double persona
My
and
secret
decided
life.
life.
you wanted one as well.
There's no one here. Where do we go?
Is that a reception area?
Well, I mean, should we just have a look around and
give us a job?
Also, maybe follow the noise?
Entering the manor, you can see that it's literally just in a state of ruin and dilapidation. You've entered into the kind of entrance hallway where there are rugs that have gone kind of beyond threadbare to a point where no one's even bothered to steal them. All of the wooden flooring has been shattered, parts of it are rotting away. There are holes in the floor where the kind of elevated flooring is dipping through. And you have to watch your footing as you go. Rooms off to the side, rooms ahead of you. Straight ahead, you can see that there's stairs leading up, but these have been pretty much entirely destroyed.
So I go forward.
Does it also, like, from impressions when we're walking in, does it look like the place has been ransacked over the years?
It certainly looks emptier than you'd expect.
Sure.
For a manor house, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Baxter, come on. You're supposed to be... You black me at the front. Let's go. But yeah, we got to get this done because we got to get back and talk to that other person.
I am today to do it.
Yeah.
I am going to stick my head in here.
Yeah. So it obviously was a storeroom. Again, picked clean. There's rubble lying along the floor where parts of the wall have caved in, and obviously other stone structures have fallen down. It's mostly just broken furniture.
Cool. What's this?
I don't fucking know. What is it?
That is a random asset that was on the map that Jen found.
Oh yeah. Random assets there.
That's
Leads to a filled-in cellar.
No, I built this map. I just built it for something else and then repurposed it. So it's a trapdoor.
I thought so.
It's a very low table.
I'm gonna go over to it and just press my ear against it.
Okay. Roll perception.
Cool. That's better. 22.
Okay. You press your ear to it. You can't hear any sounds coming from below. It does sound remarkably like a trapdoor, though.
Thanks.
Just as I suspected. Wood.
Jove, I think he's got it.
Baxter's just going to shrug his shoulders and be like, yeah, this place has been wrapped.
Well, you can't, wait a minute. You can't just go over to a fucking trapdoor, lie down on the floor, whap your ear against it, not even try to open it.
Well, I mean...
Larrick, we need to find the people.
Who's Larrick?
We need to find the people.
But you were already there, Phil.
We need to find the people.
What if they're down there, though?
Well, they didn't.
I'm going to go over and open the
down there. I'd imagine the door.
It didn't sound like they were down there.
I'm just going to
Baxter's
Baxter's talking. I just walk straight past him and go to the trapdoor and pull it open.
Phil places his hands on the trapdoor
and dies.
You have to give it a good yank because it is the wood's quite swollen, and as you pull it, parts of the handle come away with a chunk of the trapdoor where it's completely rotted. The door kind of flies open with the velocity of you yanking the trapdoor. Looking down, you can see that at some point this was a cellar, but it is now full of black ooze.
Yeah, I figured that was probably going to be the case. That's why Baxter didn't bother.
He's going to rip it up and he's going to go, holy shit, look at all this stuff. Baxter, look at all this shit you missed.
I mean, Baxter already had an intuition that it was underground, therefore it's probably going to be filled with ooze, so I'm just going to say that he completely ignores you.
Well, it's worth a shot, wasn't it? Yeah, it's fucking full of shit. Oh, let's go.
It's like a jacuzzi, whatever they are.
If I'm honest, I went and listened to it because I'm trying to figure out where the noise was coming from.
I'll give you 20 gold if you get in it. No, don't. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, we got to go. Come on.
You can't tease me like that. You know I like a bet.
It's your money.
I know, but I could get it back.
Right, let's go find someone important.
Let's go find someone who might employ us.
No one if they saw what we just did.
That's true.
Fine.
You broke my trapdoor.
I didn't. It's not bright. Before I leave, I put the trapdoor back down and just like rest the bit on top. That's broken.
No one will ever know.
Yeah, I did do nothing. What are you on about?
Okay.
Right, which way, Baxter?
What are you asking me for?
Because you're the fucking leader for the bit.
You and Blackberry are in charge. Where are we going?
Come on.
Well, there's a vault, right? So presumably it's down.
We tried to go down.
We went down one specific bit of this really big building.
Maybe we need to go deeper in. Let's just go deeper in and see what's what.
Just start walking forward.
Is there? Can we from here? Can we see if there's?
What the fuck's there?
Is there a staircase down?
What? Sorry? James was like very calm and collected, then it's, what's that? And then,
that's because I struggled to move my map and I didn't see the figure. So Baxter is quite innocently being like, I mean, can we see some stairs that lead down?
Fucking see this.
Everyone else is like, what?
Yeah, we'll get to the stairs in a minute. What are these things?
What are these
things?
Okay, so as you approach the stairwell, you can see that there are several undead figures roaming the halls.
Oh, come on.
Okay, well,
not dissimilar to those that you saw on the Isle of Lost Thoughts.
Hello.
Are they?
Wait, you mean
Are they doing their usual? Yeah, sorry. Go on.
I was going to say, you mean undead as in ghosty things, or undead?
Ghosty type
Squishy
undead.
Not
some of them look a little bit more corporeal, a little bit squishier, but not
they've got like
juicy.
a bit of eczema or something. Okay.
Do they look like they're doing their own thing like the others were?
Yes. Yeah.
Just
so
repeating...
they're not dressed like the others, sorry to be clear. They are wandering around the manor.
Ooh.
They appear to be quite well dressed.
Yeah. But they seem to be kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah, they are roaming.
They'll leave us alone if we leave them alone type way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we can see stairs. This way. We can see stairs up, right? But no stairs down.
You can see stairs up, but no stairs down. The stairs up are basically like big holes.
Is there even a second floor? Or is the second floor just not?
So looking up, you can see that parts of the ceiling have like fallen in. It's very, very dilapidated. If we were in present times, for example, it'd be one of those ones that's got like security fencing around it. Nobody's meant to go in. The building looks like it should have fully collapsed many, many years ago.
It's just standing out of sheer force of habit.
I vote we go the way that the ghosts aren't.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I don't want to fuck.
I mean,
last time we fucked with dead things, I died.
That was a miscalculation, but we're good.
I'm just stood where we are stood, looking left and right. What sort of impression do we get of like what the areas are?
So parlors, these are all very front-facing rooms. Parlors, dining rooms, ballrooms, dining rooms, that kind of thing.
I mean, if I had a vault, I would have keep it somewhere quite hidden away at the back, right?
Yeah. Might as well just look around.
I'm just going to show it off.
I mean, whatever we're going to do, we need to do. We've got literally a day to wrap this up before we've got one of the most powerful families in the city.
No, we haven't.
Pissed off.
No, we haven't, Phil.
We ain't got anything.
You bring your own baggage to work or whatever, but we ain't.
You know exactly what I mean, so we need to get a fucking...
We know what you mean, but let's not say anything out loud.
Yeah.
We're going to walk in this room and go, what the fuck's that?
Stop shouting at everything.
So as you walk in the room,
I don't want to touch it.
You are like met eyeball to eyeball with one of these undead roaming the halls, wearing a frock coat and trousers. As you're stood in the doorway, he's just looking at you.
Good day.
He shuffles forward.
No, I'm good, thanks. Do you need
Continue
something?
shuffling forward.
Some water. If he looks like he's going to hit me, I'm going to step out the way.
You can see his jaw working as if he's like muttering to himself.
Do you need a glass of water? No, you're okay.
Trying to get past you into the doorway. He starts like shuffling at you.
Yeah, I'll move out of the way. Don't go for the doorway.
Let him pass. He's got things to do.
He's clearly busy.
Yeah. So he goes past Phil, and then he's met with Blackberry, again, shuffling towards you, just like dead-eyeing you.
Baxter's behind you. He's going to step out.
I'm out of the way. I'm moving out of the way.
Yeah. Okay.
After you, good sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, please.
No, I insist. Please.
So Frock Coaty Man continues onwards.
Frock coat.
Meanwhile, sorry, I'm just going to shift stuff forward as well, because we'd hate to kill Meg.
I mean, it would be funny though.
Baxter and Blackberry, behind you as you're moving through the room, you can see that there are other figures making their way through the various rooms behind you.
Well, I reckon it's...
So the room you're in now is like a large kind of seating area. Again, broken tables, broken chairs. There's like the odd scattered kind of playing card on the floor. Bits of completely obscured broken book. Obviously this was some kind of entertaining base.
Shall we just keep walking until we find someone that's
not
actually alive?
Yeah.
I also vote that maybe we just can move out of the way and don't touch the ghosts.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
sticking with that vote.
I'm also just going to pick up a random playing card off the floor and slip it in my pocket as a souvenir.
You would.
For my bag.
Baxter looks at you. Baxter looks at you as he does it and goes, "Phil, can't you just leave anything behind?"
I like to have little mementos of where we've been.
Yeah, well, that's Phil.
Aren't those mints?
No. No, it's like a memory or a dream or something.
Oh, why don't you just say that then?
Because it was
Do you mean like the object is the memory?
Yeah.
Oh. I get it.
Cool, shall we carry on?
I saw that, Jenny. I saw that. I saw the thing move in the other room.
Yeah, they're all moving around the whole bloody time.
They're doing their own thing.
They're doing the tango.
Darren, slow down a bit. They don't walk as fast as us, and we're meant to be at the back.
Baxter is
no one.
looking into what was the ballroom.
I'm gonna like peek my head around the corner just to see what I can see. I'm assuming with all of this, like the doors are gone, right?
Yeah, so most of the wooden structures are like rotted or rotting, or they've been crushed by bits of falling ceiling. So you're looking into what was clearly a large ballroom. You can see where there are nooks where clearly like an orchestra would have set up.
Yeah.
There's like dotted about furniture, but it's not particularly functional. It's very ornamental, and it's obviously there for like Lady So-and-so to put down her glass of lemonade or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's otherwise a very big empty space. Blackberry, Phil, and Panic have just walked through what would have been a sort of more private seating area towards the back. There were large windows looking into the back of the manor, but they're almost entirely covered with vines.
Are we getting...
As you, sorry,
go on.
As you step outside, you notice that there is one clear stone patch on the back of the manor, and leading up is a rope ladder, which leads right up to the top floor.
Do you reckon we go up?
That seems like the way to go.
I mean, yeah.
There's literally no one here.
Yeah.
This is weirdish. All right.
I'm gonna move it and back to the rest of them.
I'm gonna climb up.
sat on your shoulder, so I don't have to do anything. I'm gonna fly up because I'm not lazy.
And also, is the shouting still like persistent?
So as you step out the back door, all of you, now that you're kind of more or less there, two things you notice. One is that the shouting is a lot more audible. Two is that the back, the back garden, the grounds of the manor are kind of studded with what would have been fountains and statues, but these are all basically drowning under black ooze. Blackberry, you in particular recognize that there are pools, or would have been pools, in this back garden. Pools, quite large pools, in fact. Additionally, so you've got this wall right next to you with this ladder leading up to the roof. And then at the back towards the wall, there is what looks like a large crater, which you gather is where the shouting is coming from. So here.
Oh.
Ladder is here, crater up here.
Should we just
go to the crater then?
Should we go up or down?
Does the ladder look new or newer?
Penny, why don't you just fly up, see if there's anything up
It's
there?
definitely newer.
Do you want me to do it as a bird or me?
What are you? You've got wings.
Is it a bird or a plane?
Yeah, but I mean, okay, fine. Planet's gonna quickly fly up to the top of the ladder and just go, and then fly back down.
Oh, okay.
So
Ellie, I shall reveal to you what you see as Panic.
Oh, wow. Special treatment, guys. That's what you should get. Oh.
Oh.
Cool. It's a roof.
There's a roof.
Do I see anything interesting on this roof?
You do see interesting things on this roof. So obviously there are huts and tents set up on the roof. Bear with me, I've got so many windows.
You found fireplace community.
So you are met with an old community. Shallowly pitched slate roof, much of which has begun to cave in. However, it is dotted with tents and huts which are built onto platforms made out of scrap wood and obviously any other scraps that they've been able to take. You recognise table legs and chair legs holding some of these up, clearly where they've picked them clean from the manor below. There are rope and wooden walkways or bridges between these different structures on the roof, which are completely mismatched. There are people up here wandering between, and they do call to one another, but it's quiet and it's not like the shouting that you could hear at the bottom. And in some cases, there's quite an animalistic cadence to the way that they're calling to each other.
Okay.
Not necessarily using words that you recognise. Okay. It's sounds.
It's gonna slowly back over the roof again while I'm flying, and then slowly hover back down.
So people do notice you, and a couple of people do stop, and they kind of wave, but many of them are indifferent, and you can see that a lot of the people here, they're Shadowborne, but many of them are quite seriously afflicted with the pallor.
Actually, before I fly
to a point
down,
where some people are like completely gormless.
Gormless.
Gormless. Got no gorm. You know gormless?
Yeah.
Do you not know the word gormless?
I know what gormless means, but I never assumed it was what? Do you mean like just no colour, nothing, just black and white essentially?
Yeah, like so the pallor, but also like it's obviously affected them emotionally to a point where they are like practically vacant.
Okay, yeah, just the way you said gormless, I was like, wait, what?
Oh, gormless.
It just threw me off. Before I go back down then, actually no, I'll go back down because I'm not the one meant to be speaking, and I'll just let everyone know.
Panic doing as she's told. What?
I don't want to get in trouble. You don't know what I'm thinking. There's a lot of people up there. I think it's the bonfire community. So And they're all like grunting at each other. It's weird, but it's not the shouting, so I'm guessing it is definitely over that way.
All right, well, let's
that
go
way,
shouting because we've got such a limited amount of time.
Yes, I don't think they're going to care if we go over and say, hey, can we get a job, unless they're part of it, which I don't think they are really.
Were you sure the boss isn't up on the roof in the camp?
Do you want to go ask if we just go over there to get a job? I mean, I can quickly fly up and do that. I can do those words.
Or shall we just go and look down the hole?
Now that we're right next to the hole, does the shouting sound like a voice, or
it's louder? Yeah, it's a voice.
Yeah.
Why are you asking us?
Is it saying anything that we can understand?
Yeah, so it's now a lot more recognizable. You're still only getting like flashes of it because it's coming up from this pit at the back of the garden. But you're getting flashes of things like "come on" and get on with it and stuff like that. Looking up to the roof where Panic's just like sidled back down, you see that there's a person at the top just looking down and like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna fly back up.
Okay.
I get eye level with them. So,
Yeah.
hi, sorry to disturb you. We're just looking for work, and we heard that there was like a thing that I didn't know if it was we had to sign in or something.
Who are you looking to work for?
We heard about the digging thing. They hire anyone. We're desperate for some money.
Oh, Largan will hire anyone.
Oh, perfect. Is he up here or down there?
No, he's not part of Chimney.
Okay, just making. I didn't know. I didn't want to disturb you, see, because obviously you're up here doing your own thing. Is he nice? What?
You're not looking to disturb the peace, are you?
Oh no. We're just looking for some coin.
All right. Well, as you can see, you're not going to find much of it up here.
No, yeah. So we thought I was just double checking. It wasn't like this is the head office type thing.
No, Largan doesn't come up here, and we don't go down there.
Okay. But I didn't mean to disturb. Is he a nice person? Is he all right, or is he?
Okay. Thanks, I needed that. And you can see, like, visibly, like, some of the pallor when they smile actually, like, just lifts ever so slightly.
Well, I'm glad I could help, but I was being serious.
No.
We're not from round here, as you might notice.
I can see.
I'm glad.
You look healthy.
Apparently I'm not as much as I thought I was, according to some voice in my head, but that was for last session's issues. Okay, so he's not great then.
No.
Right.
No, not at all.
Okay.
So you're not coming to
What?
You don't need any assistance.
Wait, what do you do up here? What assistance do you offer?
You don't have like an accidental changing form problem.
A what? So wait, no.
This person leans in. You're not afflicted with a were curse.
A were curse?
Yes.
Is that common around here?
You're in the Shadowfell.
So it happens a lot around here because I've only heard of that.
Like how high up? Are they? Can we get glimpses of this conversation?
They're like this is a big building. This is like 40 feet up. Yeah. Huge.
So we're just at the bottom.
You're just stood at the bottom.
We're gonna lean over and go, I'll tell you in a minute.
All you hear back is, "Hi, I'm Phil."
So what's this like? So a were curse. So like, what is that? How do you get that? Like, what happens with that? And you cure it?
Well, we can't cure it. Sorry, I thought maybe you needed help. We don't get many coming up to the manor.
Oh, because we were looking for work, and they said come here because there's like a pit you can dig in and get some work.
Well, that's
so-
Largan.
But I didn't mean to disturb. We saw the rope ladder and got like confused of where we had to go.
No, I understand. No, sorry. Usually when someone bothers to come this far, it's because they need to speak to Lena. And it's either
Lena is
the stray, or it's, people who need people who know what they're doing with Werecursed.
Well, I will keep that in mind. I take it Lena is the head of this area up here, yeah?
She's leader of Chimney, yeah.
Right. Well, if
I wouldn't recommend wandering the grounds at night.
Right, we won't.
If you're planning on working for Largan.
No, yeah, we're only going to do a day's work, hopefully.
Right. I mean, if you don't get got by an ooze or a revenant.
By an ooze, isn't it just like pools of stuff on the floor? Like you saying they move, it's sentient.
It was.
Right.
Until a few days ago. Well, I mean, we always get the odd one, they come up out of the mirror garden, but it's gotten worse.
Okay. Right. Well, we better be careful then. Right. So don't go out at night. Werecursed, come in. You can help us out.
Uh-huh.
Don't go out at night. Right. And avoid ooze and revenant. You say? Well,
any undead, really.
Right. So any I'm not keen on them anymore. Apparently. Cool. I'm going to just go, and that was a lot of information, and I'm only small. So I'm going to go down and relay that to my colleagues.
All right,
but
good luck.
Thank you very much. You got any other tidbits of information I should know?
I mean, if you want my advice, I wouldn't go and work for Largan, but each their own.
Desperate times, I'm afraid.
Well, your time might be cut short quite soon, so that's a happy thought for you.
Why?
Not many people come back out.
Is that like lack of ladders, or just because they've... or the other thing?
It's well, to start with, it was the seepage, and then things started.
In the end, isn't it?
Well, it ain't gonna get us up here.
Not you, no. It's like a generalised term. Sorry.
But then it was things coming out, obviously disturbed by the digging, and then they got it open apparently a few days ago.
The vault.
The vault, apparently so. Quite a lot of people have gone in, and no one's yet come out.
Okay, right. This has been very helpful. I feel like I should give you something as a thank you, but I don't have anything. May feathers guide your fate, and then I'm gonna fly back down. I said it right now.
You're not a were-raven, are you?
No, what's that?
Fly down and then fly back up.
I'm a fairy.
No, I was just... You're a friend of the Raven Queen then, yeah?
Yeah. Are you okay with that? Like, are you all right with that? Because I don't like pushing it on people.
I'm great, yeah. Great fan of the Raven Queen. Just wondering if fate had brought you our way, that's all.
I mean, we'll pop back later, maybe. Or I'll talk to them, we'll find out a bit more. I get very confused with all this information. If you see us come back up again, it's because they want to hear more of it, all right?
All right.
Well, we can cook you a nice cup of tea or something. I don't know, I'm nervous.
That'd be nice. I feel rejuvenated, actually. Good start to the day.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad I could help.
Varen, by the way.
Oh, Panic, nice to meet you.
2-syllable names are the best ones.
Oh yeah, I don't like anyone with at least 3.
I'm surprised Panic knows what syllable means.
Yeah, I also But how do you know she does? She's just saying numbers at this point. She's going to count up to 3 anyway.
All right.
Yeah, well, have a lovely day, and we might be back, or as you said, we might be dead. So, cheers.
Well, I might be seeing you again anyway, then, eh?
Oh, yeah, fair point. Yeah, that's a common thing around here. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, you can guarantee one of us will be sinking our teeth into you.
You know,
Bye.
no.
That's not a conversation, Ed.
Too easy. You make it too easy.
What, too easy to mess with us, or too easy
This is how conversations with Panic should go. It's great. I was leaving, but you kind of piqued my interest again, and I want to stay up here a little longer. What do you mean sink your teeth into one of us?
You don't know anything about anything, do you? Not in a horrible way, but...
No, I'm not from around here, and we've only been here like a week and a bit, and I mean, I used to just hang out with Goliaths and half ogres and stuff. That was it.
Oh shit! I've never met a giant.
I mean, I can do
Are
that,
they big?
but I don't
Are
want
they as big as they say?
Yeah, they are. I can also do that, but I don't want to break your roof.
Oh. Well, the roof's pretty broken anyway.
Right now. You know?
We pretty much live on platforms.
Anyway, yeah, that's not what I want to talk about. I don't want to hear about infrastructure and stuff like that. I want to hear about what you mean by chomping on us.
Oh, well, no, only if you come back as undead. I'm not going to bite you just for the hell of it. Unless
so what,
that's
do you
the
eat
thing.
undead
but
people?
I'd probably go back to the mainland for that.
Well, like, I mean, I've partaked.
Fucking do it.
Oh, I didn't
you
ask.
can't hear me. It's not for everyone. So you eat the undead?
You make it sound weird.
No,
No,
I'm not judging.
No, we don't eat them. Well, I feel a bit weird now. I feel like it's common knowledge, but you don't know. Maybe it's not.
Oh, feel free
we're
to
a
tell
shifter
me.
community.
Oh. Cool. What's that?
Oh my God.
Well, hang on a minute.
Someone calling you.
Tea, please. Earl Grey, please, darling.
How come you talk like that to him and not me?
Where was I?
Can I get a pint?
The characters realise they're going to be here for a while, so they wanted a cup of tea.
No, just give me a coffee.
So,
Still at the edge of the building.
I'm not being
shifters
ignorant
are
or
born-
anything. I don't know much about this area.
we're born with the innate ability to transform either fully or partially into another creature.
That's actually really cool.
But we're often confused with people who are afflicted with the were curse. See?
Oh, that's
who've
why.
actually been cursed with lycanthropy or similar. So, but what we do, because it's quite a common problem in the Shadowfell, is if people are able to make it to us, then we take them in and we help them to either learn to control it, or we give them a safe space so that they can go out and get jobs to earn enough money to try and get a cure. Or if they don't ever learn to control it, we have a special vault, as it were, where we kind of chain them down when they're unable to stop the change.
Oh, I keep them safe for the change, essentially, then let them out, or that's it?
Yeah. No, we don't keep them.
I've seen plays like
prisoner.
that. Yeah, I get it.
Again, if you're into that kind of thing, you want to go to the House of Sterling. That's not our thing.
Noted, I think. Okay. Oh, well, that's good to know. Well, thank you for your service on looking after people.
I mean, it's sort of public service, really. It's the only way we're able to keep our turf, see?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Well,
We started because we were the original guards for the Briarborne family. It was a shifter clan. But obviously things went to shit, and, well, we managed to stay here. Realised that maybe allying with the Briarborns wasn't such a good idea, thorns for brains and all that. So instead we decided that we would make our community strong and try and help people as best you can in Shadowfell.
No, that's really good. I didn't get a coffee. Anyway, no, it's really good. Brill. I feel weird now because I lied. I can transform into things, but I'm not aware anything.
Oh, you're like one of them druid folks.
No. I was kind of given it as a gift from...
How's that then?
From the Raven Queen.
Oh?
Yeah. I can turn into a raven. Not the same
So
as...
are you from the Eyrie then?
No, I'm from... I don't know where. I'm from the coast, the Sword Coast, I think.
Where's that?
Oh, Faerun.
Faerun?
Yeah, like, not here. Not this plane.
Yeah. I know.
You just said it like you didn't know what it was.
No, you just obviously come along. So, how long have you been like a follower of the Raven Queen, and that's why you came?
Oh no, I think
Shadowfell?
I started following like a couple of days ago.
And she's giving you wings.
Well, I've already had these. She did say that actually. I've already got wings, but so she gave me wings because
But
yeah.
you can take on her form. She gave that to you.
Yeah.
After a couple of days.
It might have been 3. I can't count past that, so I don't know. It might have been 3.
Right.
What, is that a big deal? Like, is that... I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, is it like... Whoa.
Well, I mean, some of her acolytes never even get that.
Ooh. Oh, I have to go back and rub it in their faces.
Are you someone special?
A lot of people have said that about me. But I don't know. I don't think I'm anything particularly special. I was like second on a pirate ship. That's about it.
All right.
You've given me a lot of things to start researching when I leave here and I finish my jobs, but I do have to get on, unfortunately.
Best of luck to you then.
And to you. We might pop back and have a chat one day if that's all right. If we do well.
Well, I mean, yeah, fingers crossed for you.
We'll bring you some beer or something. Do you like beer?
Yeah.
Ale? Yeah.
I love beer.
Screw it. If we do well there, I'll try and remember to bring like a cask back, and you can have that as a thank you for all this exposition.
Will you fly it up to me? Like,
not as I give it a go, but I don't think the Raven form can.
Oh, I don't really go down to ground level very much.
I haven't thought about this, but now I need to say it out loud so someone out there listening to these thoughts of mine can think about it off session. What if I used my giant's might at the same time as transforming into the Raven? Will I be a bigger Raven? I'm just curious.
Don't know where
I also have
that
in large, so technically. Anyway,
don't know whether
just thought I'd ask that out loud.
On all counts, no.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go tell them everything, and we better get some work because we need some money.
Yes.
Yeah, good luck, happy dying and all that.
Oh, yeah,
It was,
thank you.
Nice to meet you.
It was very nice to meet you. If we don't die, and it's getting, you said don't go around the grounds at night?
No, well, I mean, yeah, no, I wouldn't. Lots of nasties.
Okay.
Roaming about.
If we're a bit like we leave and it's our end of our shift and it's nighttime, could we come up here and Kip and we can just share stories and stuff?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
I just thought
Lena's off and around later on in the day.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll see how we do. But if we're desperate, that'd be lovely, and we'll introduce ourselves properly there.
All right.
That'd be amazing. Thank you. Well, have fun.
They lean over and they like wave at like everyone down at the bottom.
How about halfway through this conversation, Baxter will have
Phil.
Larrick will have nudged Phil and been like, "This is the longest conversation Panic's ever had. They're not going to remember half of this."
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's run out of words and she's just saying the same things over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to like, and like you would have seen Baxter like walk towards the ladder a little bit and then walk back and be like, no, don't interfere. Don't interfere.
She needs to do this. It's fine.
But as soon as they wave over, you just wave back.
Yeah, they're a bit shy.
I'm Phil.
And that's Phil.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah.
Phil.
Oh, hi, Philla.
Nice. Anyway, have a lovely day, and we'll see you if we're not dead. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
And then let's float down.
Bye.
What the fuck?
You just see them like just peering over for a few minutes more.
All right.
He's literally stood there. He's got his teacup out and he's just drinking some tea. He's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck have you been?"
Well, let me tell you. Hang on. That would
You
have
probably
been,
see how much you remember.
that would have been a nat 20, technically, if I didn't have a -1 to history. So
Oh.
I just wanted to see if Panic would actually say anything properly. I'm going to regale all that. Yeah, so apparently, like, that's a shifter community that lives up there. They used to work for the
Briarborne?
Blackthorn cider.
No,
And-
Briarborne.
Yeah, them, and they used to work for them, and they live up there, and they help look after people who are afflicted with the wear curse of something, right?
Well, like you.
What? I don't have a wear curse. Do I have a wear curse? I'm in the middle of a train of thought here.
No, because you turned into a thing now.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Now, we'll get onto that later, but we'll do that later on when we finish this job. I'm just telling you this part. I hope I don't forget anything. So, yeah, they're up there. They said that we go to the pit to get the job. Apparently not a very nice man, and we're probably going to die. And,
that's...
Yeah, but they did say we can kip up there tonight if we do survive, and it's getting late, because they said don't roam the grounds at night because there lots of things come out and try and kill you anyway.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, and this, that came up. Mirror Garden. Didn't we hear that in the book?
Mirror Garden.
Yeah, we did actually.
Yeah.
Mirror Garden.
Yeah, so it's somewhere around here. It's here or
Okay.
something. Because they
Right.
mentioned it.
Can we remember if we read about the Mirror Garden?
I'm
Oh, no,
reading
we
it
did.
now.
We
It's in
absolutely did.
handouts.
Yeah,
Or
was
what
it?
did we read?
It was just.
It's in
somewhere random.
handouts.
It is in handouts and
It's in
info.
handouts.
That's an
It's
information.
But yeah, so that's
Was
all
the last
that.
thing I sent.
And
Yeah.
I can do it. I think that was it actually. But yeah, don't go out around the grounds at night because bad. We'll probably die in the pit thing.
The Mirror Garden to go.
They opened the vault like a couple of days ago, and people have gone in and they haven't come out.
Oh,
Apparently,
right.
Huh.
Shall we get down this fucking pit then and go and crack on?
Let's get in this pit
Yeah.
and see if we can figure out.
Also, there's a huge
gonna
thing
head-
about the Raven Queen that I just found out, but that's for me to do some research on. Apparently,
All right.
I can tell you in a
Okay.
minute. I just think we should get this done first. I'll tell you on the way back.
If you want help with research, Panic,
That'd be great because I
can
can't
give you a
read.
hand. What did I just sign myself up for?
Just reading. Larrick tried to help me the other night, or last night, and he kept falling asleep.
Oh, did Larry not do very well at teaching how to read?
He read the big words that I couldn't figure out, and he did all right, but he kept falling asleep. So I
It
assumed
was
they.
late. to be
I know. I
fair.
didn't mean to. I just got excited.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go and get a job.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that on the way home with the dead body.
You mentioned about were curses, right? So what?
Yeah.
They just help people out?
Yeah, they help them get manage it and stuff like that. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah, because like you can't control when you change and stuff. They help you. They help teach people how to control it, or if they can't, they put them in a safe place for the night, like chained up and shit.
So people suffering that affliction all gather here?
Well, they don't gather. They come here if they need to. They're all shifters.
Right.
So if you have if you're in around here and you want to get help, apparently you come here.
I'm gonna side look real close to Baxter, just be like, something you want to tell us, Baxter?
And Baxter's gonna be like, no. And then he turns around really quickly.
Fucking don't do it. Don't do that, you dick. Fuck's sake. Let's go and have a look in this pit. Let's get a fucking job.
Yeah, we'll get this job, and then we can go back there, apparently, if we don't screw everything up and need to run away.
I mean,
Cool.
when have we ever not screwed everything up and used
So
to
we're
run away?
probably not going to go. I did say we'll drop a beer barrel over to them at some point, because I feel bad.
Where the fuck are we going to get a beer barrel?
We're going to buy one from a pub.
And up there.
I'll go all big.
I'll go all big.
I said I'll get all big.
I thought you went, I'll go all big.
I'll go all big, won't I?
Yeah, because I changed my accent halfway through the fucking campaign like a weirdo.
I'll go all big, you fucking mug. Shut up. Right, let's go to this pit. Fuck me.
Let's go
find this
job.
dickhead.
We're burning daylight here.
Let's go.
So, where Philakbury is currently stood or are standing,
Did you just say Philakbury?
Philakbury, as it
You've
appears
heard
in
of
the
that?
Disease. Sounds like a disease, that.
Philakbury.
I'm so sorry.
You are looking
That's
down
no cure.
into a rough, large pit, which has been patched with kind of stones and skins, obviously like tamped down to try and prevent necrotic seepage. But you can see where some of it has started kind of oozing out over the top of these layers that they've been putting down. So it's about 40 foot diameter both ways, and it just slopes down into the darkness. Just to the side of the entrance to the pit, before you can even think about taking a step down, there's a hut just stood off to the side, just crudely erected.
I fucking knew it.
Where with a roof, but it's not a residence. It's obviously not any kind of permanent place for someone. And you see the door just bash open as the three of you are stood looking down into the pit. Hang on a minute. You're not going anywhere near my vault.
Oh, we were just told if we needed work, we should come here.
So out strides a very large orc, half orc. He is weirdly draped in quite a flouncy, white shirt, quite tight trousers. He has like one of his front teeth is like replaced with a gold tooth. One of his tusks that like juts up from his bottom jaw is also a gold tooth. He has like piercings through his eyebrows, and all of them are gold. He doesn't have very much hair left on his head, but he's like, he's pretty well built, but he is very flamboyant. I don't care if you're looking for work. You're not going anywhere near my vault without talking to me first.
Sorry, we were told to go down to find someone. We didn't realise you were there. Is there any?
Well, here I am.
Okay, that's good. My name is Baxter. This is my friend Phil. Blackberry. Panic.
Nice to meet you.
We're looking for some work.
For some work, is it? Excellent. Excellent. Why didn't you say before? I've got a shortage got a shortage of workers.
Any particular reason?
No, I think they're all just lazy.
Right.
Off they go, and then they just don't return for me the next day. They take their money and off they fuck.
Right.
Oh, well, that money is kind of why everyone's here, isn't it?
Yes, and I pay much, much better than anywhere else you find on the Shattered Isles. Guaranteed.
Excellent.
1 gold piece per person per day.
Wow. That's...
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Very good.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
No. Phil, you know that.
Phil?
You know that condition you've got. Don't hurt your throat.
Sorry. And what was the work exactly? As you can
Digging.
see, we're pretty rough and ready.
Digging and exploring. As you can see, the pit has gone down quite far, and, well, between you, me, and the thorns, we've managed to open the vault, see? Now everyone's very excited about this, but I'm not letting anyone down there until I've had my fill. This is my vault.
Phil.
And have you been down to look at the vault yet, or?
No, I am waiting to make sure that it is perfectly safe.
And sorry, it's not safe?
No, not at all. Hence
Right.
why I've got such excellent rates.
Right. And sorry, I may be being naive. Your workers are down there currently clearing it out.
Yes.
And how do you check on them to see if it's safe?
Well, my supervisor goes down to the door and he shouts down to make sure everything's all right, and then he comes back up. It's very
Right.
efficient.
I see.
Sounds it. Well, I mean, it's not like we can be choosy, Baxter. We need the money.
No, of course not. And so has your supervisor seen the vault?
He says it's very cavernous and it goes back away.
Right.
But that's
Quite a big
all
one.
right, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, of course. Quite a big workforce down there at the moment then?
Yes. Yes, you can hear there's banging.
Mm-hmm.
There's crashing. I believe he was shouting at them only a few moments ago. He was. Anyway, you lot look like you can take care of yourself. Look at her armor. It's the shiniest armor I've ever seen.
This guy's full of shit.
Yes, it's shiny because she doesn't get into very many fights. It's easy to keep it shiny when you don't fight much.
That's funny because I could have mistaken you all for the group that was fighting for. Was it Gaglath in the pit?
We needed money.
No, I'm Phil.
You won lots of bets on that money.
Well, you all look fantastic, and I'm sure you can take care of yourselves. That being said, it's still 1 gold piece per person per day.
Right.
Jen,
Yeah.
can I
Can
do
I do an
insight check?
Yeah, so we insight him.
This guy's clearly full of
All of
shit.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
Any sentence he said, I'm checking for just the slightest lie.
American Panic.
Are they all lies?
Yeah, we're just sat at the back
Baxter
going.
obviously doesn't believe a word that he's saying. I did an insight of 14.
That's a 16 for me. Oh no, sorry, 14 plus 9 is not a 16 at all. 14 plus 9 is 23. I'm so tired.
I got 25.
26.
Okay.
I love my advantage on my insight.
What's Safsira get? Sorry.
Oh, I did roll for stuff, so she wouldn't. She believes everyone.
He's lovely.
She's also worries.
Oh, she rolled a fucking nat 20.
So seriously, there going, he's fucking lying.
You're full of shit, you are.
You don't think my armor's shiny at all?
Yeah, she just thinks he's lying about the armor.
Everyone except Blackberry and Baxter, you are immediately picking up that it doesn't really seem like much of what he's saying is the truth. At all.
So, sorry, I am just going to say one thing.
Phil, wasn't it? Was it Phil?
Yeah, Phil I just do we
I knew it.
do we
He had a surname.
I knew it. So that's right. I knew it.
do we get paid up front? Oh, broken Jack.
No payment up front.
No.
Why don't take the piss out of me. That's not very nice at all.
There's no payment up front. No.
So all these people that you say they go down, they come back up, you then pay them and then they just fuck off, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
They take their gold and they go. I think that they've seen something down there and they're either too weak or just too scared.
Can I level with you? We want to go down, right? Because we need the money, and
I understand. Yep.
we'd love to make
So
sure
off
it's
you go
safe.
then.
Yeah, cool. But I've got a sinking suspicion that you don't pay these people and they're actually all dead. So
Well,
we're gonna
those
go
are some
down.
big accusations for someone who wants to enter my vault, so to speak.
it's you have to
Mr.
stop saying
McCracken.
Yeah, stop saying enter my vault, please, gods.
Yeah, it's getting odd. It's weird.
I will not.
No, listen, we're going to go down regardless. We'd actually just really like it if we knew what we were getting ourselves into. And not some whatever bullshit tale you tell everyone else.
Like, yeah, what he said.
Roll persuasion.
I mean, can we all be nodding in agreement with him?
I don't think that's gonna-
No, I'm not going to give him an
yes.
advantage. He's being downright rude. He's not getting an advantage.
I don't get advantage. That's 14 then without... Yeah.
Okay.
I've got plus 0.
Why do you want to
performance.
Why do you want to enter my vault?
Well, we just want to make some money, really. We're new here. As you can see, we're not all grey and miserable like every other cunt. And we've just got no cash.
I think it's more.
We would pay him well-ish.
I think it's more.
You
about,
just said you
more
won
about
lots of
survival.
coin in the pit.
Well, by that,
We spent that already.
Yeah, we got like maybe 5. That's
I'm
a
a
lot for
chronic
us.
But
gambler.
since last night,
We only
I'm
did
a
it
chronic
once, and I didn't
gambler.
think we were going to win, to be honest. I put like a gold coin down. That was the last of our
Yeah.
fucking money.
oh,
We celebrated a
gambling
bit
it.
too hard, to be honest. It's a bit,
Yeah, I
we
drink
should have done
deception.
that.
Drink too much.
What?
I gamble too much.
roll
So-
deception, panic.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
I get
Does she get advantage? Because I'm also
I
like
already
with
get
her.
advantage.
What?
I already
The extra
get.
book at the finest.
It's fine. I already get advantage. That's not good.
Oh no.
The lower one is nat 1.
Oh.
What I got was a 0 because I got a 2 and minus 2,
Oh my god.
so I have 0.
Nah, see,
For an instance,
I
right?
don't think that anything that you're saying is true. And I think you want
Well,
to get
that's,
down into my vault. Right deep down into my vault.
Please, I am begging you to all that as the Raven Queen stop.
Deep down,
Right out.
deep down into your vault and fill your
you want to
cracking.
steal whatever treasure is meant to be down there for me.
Don't
Oh,
need
listen,
Oh, I'm
treasure.
sure you have no interest in whatever treasures.
Oh,
down
guys, let's just. This guy's clearly bullshitting. We are clearly bullshitting. Look, we don't want any fucking treasure. You don't need to know why we need to get into that vault, but what we know is you want to get into that vault, but you can't because everyone you keep sending down there keeps fucking dying. So why don't you just let us go on down, sort it out? We don't want any shit. And then we all go our merry way afterwards.
Intimidation check?
Ooh.
That one you can have advantage on.
No, because that was very, very good.
It was good.
But you've also
Even
got Madam
Panic's got
Shiny
it.
Armor.
Oh my.
That's
Fine.
17.
Okay. All right. I'll have 50 gold for the privilege.
You'll have 25, and we won't
I'll have
take
50.
anything. 25, and we won't take anything.
50, and it'll guarantee that if you take anything, I won't miss it too much.
Panic's going to hand over 50.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, hang on.
You need to
Oh,
realise
no, I
how
can't do
privileged
that.
you are right now.
Hang on.
You got your winnings, didn't you? Panic?
Yeah, I did. Hang on. I'm just getting a bag. Like a spare bag or something. I put 50 in it and I throw him the bag.
He catches it without even looking at it. Pleasure doing business with you.
That'll pay for another tooth there, look. Can we go down now?
Off you fuck.
Right.
Lovely. I'm just gonna walk straight past him. Just start strolling on down.
Okay. He goes to shoulder check basically every single one of you as you walk by. Just like,
joke's on you. I'm on someone's shoulders.
Standing to get in your way.
Can I definitely move as he goes to shoulder check me to see if I can make him stumble and look like a twat?
Yeah, sleight of foot.
Sleight of
foot.
Sleight of
That is
limb.
a 17 plus 7. Can't do maths. 25. No.
Yeah, okay. So with a 25,
it's not 25.
He goes to like shoulder check you as you go by, and you just flip your foot as you go by without him even noticing, and he stumbles and loses his footing. And being on a slope, he like almost completely tumbles down, manages to catch himself just at the last second. Fuck you.
I don't even turn around. I just keep walking, and all he hears is me just go, dickhead.
As he said, fuck you, Blackberry just goes, I don't think you're his type, and carries on.
Okay.
Then we go
Before we go too far, I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to use the returning and see if I can get my bag I threw at him back.
You can use your what of returning?
Oh no, he's still holding it.
I know, but it won't work. It won't work. The compare of returning as a reaction, like one item that you throw or drop returns to your hand. That's what it says, and I just want to see if it works again.
Okay. Is there a check?
It just it just says it. I don't know.
It's that thing you made for Larrick's boomerang that he never used, so he gave it to Panic.
It says one item that I throw, and I threw him a bag of coin.
Sorry, the cat is just.
That was the bag making its way back to you.
Never had that work before.
So, as an action, I mean, the idea of them was that you throw it and it kind of like immediately returns. So if that's what you're going for, you would have put the bag in his hand, and then like a second later it would have been like.
Then, if that's the case, then no, I don't do it. All I do is make raven cries happen around him and scare him for a bit.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Fine. So you make raven sounds, which sets his teeth on edge, and you can see him sort of jumping about a bit, and next thing you hear is the door slamming on his little hut, which kind of like shakes with the force of it.
Sorry. Can I, as we're walking past, can I use detect thoughts?
Yeah.
With the helm?
Yeah. Are you doing the surface level or the full?
Just surface.
Okay. So surface level as you.
It's just him saying,
as you go by.
Deep vault.
Deep vault. Enter.
Deep vault.
You pick up on stray thoughts and just the general sense that he hasn't got any workers down there. Mm-hmm. There is no supervisor. Mm-hmm. And that things have been very slow since the vault has opened. He's actually was quite excited to see you all as prospective workers.
So, was he just shouting at himself? Is that the shouting we heard? Was it just him shouting at himself like a fucking lunatic?
I guarantee he's been using like minor illusion to make sounds or something.
As you descend to the pit, you can still hear this weird clanging that doesn't sound quite right. Mm-hmm. The way it like echoes round isn't quite right. You don't see anyone.
No. As we go down, I very quietly say that to the rest of the group is that like, as we expected, there isn't anyone down here. The noises that we're hearing right now are clearly magic. Right. I can do something minor similarly if we need some sort of distraction later, but we're not. There is no supervisor. There is no supervisor either.
No,
there is no one down here.
Look, I'm going to look at Baxter and Blackberry. I'm really sorry. I know we said we wouldn't talk and jump in, but that guy was clearly bullshitting, and I didn't.
Yeah. We all knew he was bullshitting, but you. Yeah.
I mean, the best thing to take on a bullshitter is another bullshitter, right? That was my train of thought.
That was really impressive.
It was good.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
It was good, but we're
step on toes.
It sounds like it's going to be really dangerous down here.
Also, he definitely believed my name was Phil.
I mean, after all that, that's what you took away from it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I could be a spy.
Shall we take a break before you enter the pit?
Please, I need one.
Yes.
We all fell into the pit. And we're back. Okay, so you are approaching the pit. You're making your way down. As you walk down into the pit, you notice that there is nobody here. This mythical supervisor that Largan had alluded to, nowhere to be seen. There is not a soul. You make your way down into the pit, again managing to dodge necrotic ooze, which is still fighting its way up through the kind of lining that they've placed through it. You can see that they've clearly just grabbed whatever is available to try and make this a safer walkway, even to the point where you can see like a couple of tabletops have clearly been pinched from the manor to create like a boardwalk down into the pit, which slopes down quite steeply. When you are at the bottom looking up, you can't see the gardens. It's far down. Some areas are cordoned off as well. You can't get into them. You can see where like the ooze has just started coming up and pooling in certain areas, and they've just kind of cordoned it off and tried to make it safe for people to get down. The further you go, the mud gives way to slabs. And there's obviously a deliberately placed walkway, which obviously denotes the original entrance to the vault. A large set of stone doors are set into the wall. The doors have no handles, no notches, no keyholes, but they have obviously been opened by other means as they stand ajar. Beyond is almost total darkness, almost unnaturally so. I have no map for this. It's theatre of the mind.
Blackberry is going to get journal out and just have a look at the entries about the tunnel and the traps again.
Yep.
Where is it? Traps still in place. Second tile from right with a phoenix on it. Is there any tiles with figures on them?
The slabs that you're looking at right now are plain.
Yeah. Okay.
When I was listening to his thoughts, he did specifically say that the vault was open, didn't he? Like in his own mind, he did talk about the fact that they had managed to open it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So why is he? I'm gonna just like mutter to myself about like, if it's open, why is he waiting?
What did you say, Baxter?
What if there's something in there?
If he was able to open it, then why hasn't he just taken what he wants and then left it?
Well, because he clearly can't get in.
There's something.
But they managed to. But they managed to get far enough with the traps to open it.
Hang on.
So clearly,
is the door open? Isn't it? Yeah.
The door is open. Yeah.
So we're looking at the fact that we have a record here of the fact that there's traps laid out, but they must have surpassed the traps to be able to open the vault, and then something happened that has meant that he hasn't come back down to get whatever is in the vault?
There's going to be something in there that he can't fight or is too scared to fight. How close are we to the door?
You're right next to the door at this point. You're standing on the slab.
Use just looking into the door. I'm going to use Eyes of the Grave.
Uh-huh.
And apparently I know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. And that isn't protected by divination magic. It'll only be it'll be a brief glimpse because it only lasts a turn. But do I see anything within 60 feet? Just kind of like...
Within 60 feet, no.
No? Okay.
Not undead. No.
Well, we're clear for 60 feet, at least.
Why don't I just sneak in and have a little look? Just make sure there's nothing waiting for us, or...
Well, you're not going alone, so I'll be with you.
I'm sort of wary about us stepping through this door with how unnaturally dark it is. I'm a bit worried that if we step through, we're going to end up somewhere weird.
I'm going to activate all my bits. So body, arms, and helmet.
Oh, Phil, what do you like?
Grows an astral dick. Which gives me so I'm gonna activate all my bits because why not, but the visage, the helmet, the hood thing gives me normal vision in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 foot.
Okay,
so I'm gonna activate that and then just try and see if I can look into the vault. What do I see?
Okay, so looking into the vault, having activated all of this, you're not sure whether the activation has helped or not. You can see that inside, the slabs continue across the floor, and the interior of the tunnel has obviously been deliberately carved. So this isn't like a natural feature that's been made use of. It's been hewn out of the stone. But the walls are dripping with ooze and slime, though the floor appears to be relatively clear. What is dripping down is dark and viscous, like the ooze that you've seen on the streets above. But it's not pooling on the ground, except in very small amounts. It's almost as if it's somehow draining back away. The vault continues forward into a dark tunnel as far as your eyes can see. A lot of the slabs are cracked.
Oozy tunnel.
Yeah.
Gross.
Well, as far as I can see, it's still just tunnel. But the walls are covered, so maybe we stay in the middle.
What are they covered with?
What did they? But hold on. What?
Oh.
But what did the book say?
The book said about. No, the book said that we need. Oh, that one. Goodness sake. Traps are still in place. Luckily, he fell into the first. I'd never remember the rest. Second half, like with the phoenix on it, the dispenser, and the rest are disarmed in alternating patterns. Third from the left, right, fifth from the left, first on the right, and so on. No matter how many options there are. So, are there any carvings on the tiles inside the tunnel?
Larrick? Not from what Larrick can see, no.
I think we're going to just have to go in and be careful how far we go, and if we see anything on the floor. Otherwise, we're going to just
I'm wondering if we just automatically second from the right and then third from the left, fourth from the right.
It has to have a phoenix on it, right?
And it has a phoenix on it, but I'm wondering if we that pattern anyway, just on the off chance that the phoenix is away.
This book was written
the entry. Yeah, it was a long time ago. You're right.
It might have faded off, maybe.
Exactly.
All right, we'll do that regardless.
I can't see anything on any of the tires.
Not in that first. How far is it?
120 feet, and I see perfectly normal and all dark.
They all look like the slabs that you're currently.
Well,
So I reckon we just keep going until we see tiles that look different.
yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can always
let's
fly
do
a
that.
little further forward because I won't be touching the floor.
Mm.
But you can't see.
Fair point.
I mean, Blackberry has got dark vision, so
I've got dark vision as well, but we won't be able to see the floor
no,
tiles
I see
anything
anything.
really.
Oh,
Not in pitch
Hold on.
blackness. We need some sort of light, really.
hold on.
I just light a torch.
Yeah. So, Baxter suddenly goes, shit, I just remembered. And he
Yeah.
pulls out the Wand of Secrets that he's used like once in all this time.
We don't need a stick. We've got torches.
No. Just bear with me. This thing will show us if there's any traps here.
It's been so long.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I take out the Wand of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 3 charges.
Yep.
Which have all been recharged. So I'm going to use it and point it in the hallway in front of us.
Okay. You point it in the hallway directly in front of you. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I don't.
Nope. So you looking through the tunnel, you can't really see anything. The Wand of Secrets reveals nothing here.
Cool.
I reckon we keep going. Keep an eye out for
Looks
this
like-
phoenix,
Yeah,
and then we
we've
use
got-
your magic little stick.
We've got 3 goes at this with the
Or
Wand.
two
Okay.
now, right?
Oh,
Two
dear.
now,
Yeah. Even I can count that, Baxter. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, Raven Queen.
Actually. What did they say to
DM
you up
gives no
there?
freebies.
What did- they make you feel special up there, did they?
I'll
Look, I'll
tell you
go-
You were
later.
talking earlier.
Oh, I did forget one thing though. I just remembered when you said oozy stuff. Apparently, it walks about. They said like something about the ooze moving, becoming
beg your pardon?
sentient. I don't know. Then it walks about like a person. Apparently.
Failed to tell us that before we were
I completely
next
forgot.
to, and then he points at the ooze.
Not that bit. Like something else. I'm guessing like I don't know. We'll find out when we go in. Be all right.
Let's go.
That's lovely.
I'm gonna take the front and start going slowly, and I'm keeping an eye out,
Mm.
Well, I'm
and I'm
just.
making sure that I
I'm
don't
just sat on your
disturb
shoulder.
any ooze. But I'm keeping
No
an
ooze
eye out
disturbances.
on the tiles as well to see if any like symbols show up on the tiles.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll to walk carefully. You can walk carefully. If at any point you wish to check, you can give me a perception check. But obviously the Wand of Secrets has already told you this initial bit has no known traps. All secret traps. So, you continue down into the tunnel. Entering. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see, as I said, many of the slabs are cracked, and the walls and ceilings are hewn stone, but these slabs here are plain, and there is nothing of note on the walls except that set along every 10 feet or so, there are niches in the walls where you can see figurines and iconography that is deific, just generally. But they are obscured by darkness and or time. You may go and examine them if you wish to, but they are set along the walls as you go along. They are different, which isn't to say that some of them don't bear similarities, but they are not. It's not like all of the same thing along the wall. They're different from each other. The tunnel continues forward. And it seems to go on and on. You head in at least 300 feet. You see no changes to the slabs. You see no changes to what's going on along the walls. And as you look back, you can see that any, albeit pale or faded light rather, that you've gotten through the doorway in the Shadowfell is almost non-existent from this vantage point. As you travel along, your boots clatter into light and skittering objects, and looking down, those of you with dark vision, you can see that there are skeletons of various shapes and sizes dotted all along this pathway.
It's just stones,
Rodents,
Baxter.
Cats,
Don't worry about it.
even the odd humanoid. Baxter, how are you doing the vision?
If I'm honest, I imagine that I
Popped in his hand.
Yeah, it's holding on to like Larrick's coat.
Yeah.
What?
I haven't got a coat.
Pants.
I'm assuming
You've got a fur coat.
I'm assuming we want to keep a low level of light in here.
You just hold on to the back of my belt, and then we'll just keep going forward.
I can barely see anything.
Yeah, but
It's all right. I'll
hold
be
on
your
to the-
eyes.
yeah. I'll tell you what we feel. And right now we're standing on stones. Just lots of stones that sound like they're not stones.
Great.
Just
Bone
loads of,
stones.
they're commonly known in the community of stone collectors as bone stone.
It's going to sound really silly.
What's sillier than bone stone?
I'm assuming no, but does Mage Hand give off any light?
It's
spectral, but
I would say it's more like iridescent. It's not giving a light source. But you would be able to see it in the dark.
Right, Baxter, just have this, but I want it back because you've already nicked my fucking stick.
You gave it to
gave
me.
me the stick.
But I feel like I was forced.
Look, if you want the stick back, take the stick.
No, it's fine because then I'm the asshole, aren't I? That's how that works. Anyway,
Well, you made yourself it.
Yeah.
he's going to start ruffling through his bag, and he's going to pull out the midnight candle from the spider's library. And
Okay.
he's going to pass it to Baxter.
Remind me.
Does it make it? does it
Candle.
It was ages ago.
I gotta find it now. I've got too much shit in my bag. It casts 5 foot of bright and dim light, so 10-foot light. It can only be seen by you unless you make it known to others. It's what I used the other night when I was reading with panic.
Yeah.
Not to wake anyone else.
Oh yes.
Super. Perfect.
Got you.
I will.
So it's a magical
take
light
that.
source, yes?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's handy, isn't it?
Which means I don't put it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Cool.
So Baxter, who are you allowing to see with it, or just the party?
Just the party.
But you're gonna go just me? Fuck 'em.
Just me.
Yeah.
Dark vision bastards.
Me.
They can all see anyway. The pricks.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
So
sepia.
I say that it's just so that we can see. Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
So you still have quite a limited field of vision, but you can see
Sure.
where you're going.
Sure. Now that I can see, the bones.
Stones.
The stones.
Well,
The
bones
body-
that
the body stones.
The bones that I can see now.
No, it's a
No.
common misconception. Bone stones
They
look
grow
like
like this.
stones.
I'm not even talking to you guys. I'm talking to the voice.
Oh, no, who the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
to?
you
You're
just
talking
talk-
to
yeah.
someone on there somewhere.
I'm
You
talking
never want to
to
talk to us.
the bones.
Loads stones.
Are there any bodies? Or
What?
are there any fresh bodies, or are they
Fresh.
Is it just? Is
Commonly
there any
known as
flesh?
bodies.
Flesh.
Fresh flesh.
Bones.
Fresh.
Flesh.
Flesh.
Fresh.
Good.
Creme.
It sounded
Flesh.
shitter when you did it the second time. Not gonna lie.
So
What is happening?
no
No one knows.
Okay,
Baxter's having a stroke.
no fresh flesh.
but the bones are cold.
The bones are not gold. What?
Old.
Old. You
Oh,
deaf tart.
I was like, God, Largan's not like a
Are the
fucking
bones
pandemic.
gold?
Are they,
Is
are they
this
gold?
the treasure, or is the treasure the friends we made along the way? Or is it the gold bones?
I think in this case, absolutely not. The bones are neither gold nor cold, but they are old.
But they are old. Sure.
They're picked clean.
Gotcha. Oh, that's great.
Clean by what?
Picked clean.
Well, we'll find out.
Indeed.
You know what? I wish they were gold bones.
I think they're picked clean by those friends along the way, don't
Can Blackberry examine the bones and see if she can see any sign of what might have nibbled on them?
Nibbled. Yeah. You can give me a... I'm going to say either survival or nature, and you can choose.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm good at both of those. So I've got the same thing for both of them, so it doesn't really
Pick
matter.
one.
So 5, that is 22.
Okay. The bones are, as you examine them, you can see that whatever has cleaned them, there's not like teeth marks. They don't appear snapped, as if like some kind of carnivorous creature has picked them up and had a little midnight snack. They appear to be almost slightly corroded.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
No,
Yes.
No,
don't-
no.
But yes.
Well, yes.
Oh no. Yes.
I think as players,
no.
we've all
But
just
no.
twigged what this might be.
But yes.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's keep moving forward.
Would-
Let's like.
Just
Oh, sorry.
as an afterthought, can Blackberry think of anything that might do this to bones? I think I know. But would Blackberry know?
Things that Blackberry would know, things like acid or certain types of poison. You surmise something like, I don't know, necrotic seepage.
Yeah.
How specific
Please
are you?
never refer to that as necrotic seepage ever again.
That's what they used to call
Oh.
syphilis.
There is
Yeah.
necrotic
That's the
seepage
thing.
deep in the vault.
In this deep,
I-
dark tunnel.
It's entering the vault.
This gooey
I-
tunnel.
I would
That's it,
Oh,
that's
they're quite delicious
That's
on
it.
my
That's that's a symptom of Filbury, that is. Necrotic
I would,
seepage.
yeah, that is definitely a secret. Yeah, I would advise
Phylactery, I think
that
For lack
we
of my apologies.
avoid the necrotically seeping ooze.
It's disgusting, but yeah.
That's
right.
exactly what we are doing. Yeah.
Ooze.
Yeah, I mean,
but
you couldn't pay me unless
if
you
we-
wanted to touch it.
if
Too
we
long.
want to, unless we want to end up like those, the
20.
ooze of necrotic seepage is not a good thing to go near. Yeah, this is not going to be good.
Retiring
Okay.
the DM, we should keep walking.
We should keep walking.
Oh, now
DM
Larrick's tied it all now.
Touch the ooze. Yeah, we carry on walking. I'm still looking for any change in the slabs, the phoenix.
Same.
I'm now also paying very close attention to this ooze.
Okay. Paying close attention to the ooze, all of you notice the same thing that Larrick has already seen. It's not pooling as it has done in other parts of the Isles that you've been to. It's kind of dripping down the walls, and there's like little puddles of it, but they're like, really, really tiny. Otherwise, it seems to be somehow kind of draining away or seeping back into the slabs and any earth exposed.
I don't like it.
You haven't seen this anywhere else on the Shattered Isle.
Do not.
So you continue on, and I'll say probably at this point you're about 500 feet into the tunnel. You can't see the door at all at this point. It's more or less straight. It takes some very gentle curves, so at some point you've been cut off from the entranceway, but there are no routes off on either side. Meanwhile, these kind of religious niches with various figures in them continue. You can see that some of them were some point in the past would have had like candle spikes attached to them, and perhaps this area would have been quite well lit.
Do the
Otherwise,
statues look like they've been affected by the ooze? Or are they?
I'm not going to make you roll for that because it's obvious. Some yes and some no.
Okay.
You're not sure why.
Why? All right.
Has any candle survived?
It's obvious.
Like, have we seen occasionally?
There's like little stubs of wax in some places, but
yeah.
not enough.
Okay.
They've burnt down. They were lit at some point and left.
As we're
Never
walking,
replaced.
As we're walking, I'm going to turn to the rest of the group and be like, so obviously not as important as finding Mady Boy and getting out of here not dead. But like, if we find any treasure, we're going to rob this dickhead blind, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same thing. So when I did start nicking, everyone didn't go, Larrick, you're a knobhead. What are you doing?
Yeah. But
No,
if we don't find anything, we're getting my 50 gold back.
If we don't find anything, we're killing it.
Well, I think that's a bit strong. That bear's gone to your head.
Yeah.
No, he's got a lot of people killed.
That's also true. I mean,
but then they all made the choice to come down here, same as we did, right?
we are so silly. We are being so silly. We go in, and if there is something down there trying to kill everyone and eating people and shit, right, or some creature, we go in, we save whoever we can if he's still there, hopefully, and then we tell Matey Boy that it's clear.
Sorry, it was just Jenny's reaction at you going, "We are so silly."
It was the most unpanic-like thing you've ever said. She normally says, like, we're so fucking stupid. We're so silly. We're so silly.
Just changing it up a bit. I'm changing it up a bit.
What are we like?
What are we like? We should have just said, we could say to him, no, it's clear. We did it for you. Go on, get your vote, and you can get killed.
Morally, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
And then Larry's going to really slowly just look at Baxter, raise his eyebrows.
I mean, unless you want to murder him.
Baxter is looking ahead and being like, yeah, the thing that worries me is about where the other reason that we're down here is.
What, the guy?
Yeah.
Well, that way, I presume.
We keep going. If we hopefully get him.
Went into the darkness.
I know that I seem bloody obsessed. But is the shouting further ahead or behind us?
You haven't had the shouting since you went in.
Okay, so it was near the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's all a ruse.
Sorry, I was trying to use it as a guide of how far they actually got when they put that in.
Yeah.
Is there any noise except
other
from
than
probably trickling ooze?
Yeah, other than trickling ooze, the occasional sound of one of you kicking an animal / human bone across the floor, and your feet scuffing across the stone. No. The air down here is musty, but also quite stale. As you've been told, the doors haven't been opened in a long time, but also it is quite moist.
Great. Thanks for that.
Nice.
How? That's right.
Sorry, I was going to say, as you continue along at about 500, that the slabs begin to take on carvings.
Whoa, everyone stop.
Oh, well.
Whoa.
First, you just notice the odd one here or there. Those of you with longer vision, you can see that they're spaced quite far apart. But further ahead, about 50 feet ahead of you, all of the slabs take on images. You also notice that at that point is where you can see some lumps lying on the floor in the dark.
We found it.
Go poke it.
No, everyone just stay back.
What did the entry say again?
Second half on the right.
No, it said something before that.
It says a jump to the left.
It says, second tile from the right with Phoenix on it disarms the dispenser. And then the rest are disarmed in alternating patterns.
Hold on. It also said, lucky he fell into the first trap, or I'd have never remembered the rest. So what was the first trap?
We're all stood back away from these tiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there still bodies and shit about us?
There aren't any bodies where you are standing.
Any big rocks?
The bodies begin about 50 feet away.
I think...
Any big rocks?
I don't think it's worth triggering any traps just in case that's it.
Well, no, because if this one's already dead, then we can just carry on to the next one, right? So what I was thinking, if we chuck something in there, if it does trigger, the only thing that happens is some already dead bodies get a bit mangled up, and then we
What
crack
if
on.
it's the person we're trying to rescue?
Hello? Are you alive?
That's not what I was thinking you were going to do.
There is no response.
I think they're dead.
Oh, no.
I think they might be dead.
All right, fine.
Sorry. The black
Very
lumps on the
scientific.
floor. Can we discern what they look like?
It's definitely harder for you, Baxter, with your lack of vision. But you can see that the person lying on the floor is female. They are not an orc. As you've been made aware that Ergen is half orc.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely remembered that.
It's a female figure.
Told.
Their face is bloated, purple, and the veins and the capillaries on their face have all been brought up. So that their skin isn't purple, but it's that all of their blood vessels have been brought up to the surface of their face, and it's essentially expanded to a point where that's what did them in.
So what if we use that fucking wand of yours again, Baxter, and see what the trap is?
It's a good shout,
we can do.
Because we if this is the first one, we know what the second one is.
Mhm.
So we use this one to see what this is.
While they're doing that, can Blackberry just have a look at the tiles that see and see if she can feel it?
Sorry, say it again. You cut out after we said about Mike's being good.
I know. While they're doing that, can Blackberry just have a look at the tiles that they can see if she can spot one Phoenix?
Yeah, so the tiles surrounding you that are spaced further out, you don't see a phoenix on any of them. But the further you get to the lines of carved slabs, you can see that some images do start to repeat. Blackberry, actually, can you roll me a perception check?
Sure. One's not going to fuck me over this time.
Have you got visual?
Natural
for
20.
this?
No.
Natural 20 for 29.
Okay, so Blackberry, what you are also seeing, so you're looking along for the phoenix kind of symbol on any of the tiles. You don't see them as they're spaced further out, but what you do see as you look up the walls is that all along this space in front of you where the tiles, the carved slabs are one row after another, along the walls, these niches follow on either side a line in line with the lines of slabs going back.
Is there still, around these slabs, is there still ooze on the walls?
Yes. Is there still ooze on those? So, sorry, Damien, just to hang on. Because I don't have a visual, because trying to build a map like that is, like, quite hard. So, hang on. Hang on a minute. I've got a tunnel.
I've got
Are you on the tunnel?
Dunno.
I've got a tunnel now.
I have got a tunnel. I did make a tunnel And then I started trying to do this, and I was like, that's just mad. Right, so, for example, okay, where you guys are, you'd have a slab that's got an icon on it there where I've just put that pink line. Can you see that?
No.
No.
Can you see anything?
No.
You're
Just,
right.
just the
I can see
characters in the
that.
background.
I
You can see what?
can see the funnel, but I
yeah.
can't see the pink lines.
See the
Let's
grid,
flip it on the
the
wrong layer.
background, and the
Put it wrong
characters.
layer.
Yeah.
Okay, there.
There.
Yeah.
Right. And then, for example, you might have one there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And then you might have one there. And then there. And then there. And then you've got like
Are these
a
the
line.
tiles?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
the carved tiles, right? You start getting lines of them like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh no! They're tricking us. It's a fake.
And all the walls
that.
are still
And then
lined
it'll-
with ooze, yeah?
Yeah, and then that goes back to like here. And then along each side on the walls, where you had niches like this, set quite far apart. Yeah. Every like 20 foot or so. You then suddenly got bam, 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 bam,
One
bam.
after the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
The figures
How the
in
fuck do
the
I get rid of all this
niches,
shit?
are they more recognizable as certain things? Are they more recognizable as certain deities or recognizable as creatures?
Not from where you are standing.
Okay.
Well.
No.
So it talked about the fact that it was the whole second tile from the right, the Phoenix on, disarms the dispenser, yada yada yada, but the rest of the disarmed in alternating patterns.
So we just
Once you get past
follow
the
the
first
pattern,
pattern, once you get past the first pattern,
It repeats.
it repeats no matter how many options there are.
So we just do the pattern and we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go then.
But Before
I mean,
we
do we
do-
want to use the wand anyway?
I was going to say, because we can see the body slumped on the floor, just a bit
Mhm.
further up. If this is a first
So-
light trap
Yeah. Because he
compared to
talked about
up
the fact
there,
that someone fell into the first trap, which
But if-
reminded
yeah,
our writer about the rest of the traps.
yeah, but he didn't mention anything about this being the first trap that he starts talking about.
Exactly.
So would it be best to use one more charge of that thing, double check it all, and
Yeah.
go, oh dang, we're good, let's keep going. Because if we walk
So we
into
can
that and
just-
die,
Hang
I'm
on,
gonna
wait.
be
So we
annoyed.
could just walk up to where. Sorry, Jen. We can just walk up to where the carvings start fully, right? We can just walk between the other symbols.
Well, you can, yeah, if you like.
that's why I don't want to do it yet.
Crack on, my love.
Let's expend one more
Well,
charge on
Can
the
I
wonder.
check for traps?
You can check for traps from where you're standing.
Are we at the first?
Oh, just do the wand. Just do the wand.
All right, fine.
We just
So-
literally got the one that
What did
does
I
it
say?
for us.
50 foot? I mean, that was a pretty fucking good guess that I did 50 foot right there. So it's that's about 50 foot in front of you.
And that's where
So I've put those.
Yeah,
There's 2 pink lines. That's where your slabs are. There's 11 rows of slabs.
And sorry, where do the bodies start?
Pink line number 1.
so that's
That
where the
pink line
bodies
number
are.
Pink line number 1.
And we got all the
Cool.
mismatched ones at the bottom. So if we use the wand here to
The-
see if
the
there's anything
bodies.
there, and then we know
Yep.
that that's the start of the second trap.
Mhm.
Because I just don't trust our luck, to be honest.
So I'll use, absolutely. I will use the wand.
You use the wand.
Wand.
Use the wand.
So it does say-
Can you read it for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you.
30 feet.
hmm
Okay, so you guys are 50 foot back from that line.
Hmm.
The wand does not give you any indication there are traps between you
Fine.
Okay.
and the front line.
So dodging symbols. Larry's going to start walking forward to that line.
Yeah. I'm going to walk.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not go on the symbols as we walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you walk forward, avoiding symbols. I was going to tell you something, but maybe I'll make you work for it. Does anybody want to look at the symbols as you go?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, can do. Would you want perception?
Yeah, just a general perception check.
19. Plus 9, motherfucker.
19.
No, 8.
Okay.
23.
Nice.
Plus 7.
27.
Okay, so everyone except Baxter, what did you get? An 8?
8, yeah.
My God. Gross marbles.
I'm going to swap out some dice.
Everyone except Baxter notices that there are a variety of symbols. A phoenix, as you get close to the line. Until you hit that point, though, you don't see a single one. You see eyes, hands, deer. You see a lantern, even. You notice that these symbols are they're iconographic, basically relating to various deities that you either know or have come across. Panic, sorry, what did you get?
60 plus 7, 23.
23, okay.
Yeah.
Panic, you in particular, having just looked at all this, something is niggling at you, and you stop and you take a moment just to think about it and try and piece together this information that you are pulling in from your surroundings. Can you roll me an investigation?
No. Oh no. Okay, wish me luck, everybody. I'll use this one instead.
Good luck.
You got this.
Ooh,
You can do this.
That is a 16 minus 1, 15.
Okay. It was a low DC because of the thing I'm about to tell you. You didn't see a single raven. Not one.
Oh.
Your friend's here.
What are the symbols on the floor?
Eyes, hands,
I can't
lanterns. They're all
can't
like
really
deity symbols.
But
Why?
there's no, if these are deities, right? Supposed to represent them. There's no Raven Queen thing here at all.
Well, maybe she's not welcome here.
Yeah, that's what's
Also,
it's kind of worrying me a
isn't
little
this-
bit.
Isn't this meant to be
Well,
like
don't die.
some sort of
and you'll be all right.
personal vault?
Oh,
Isn't this meant to be some sort of personal vault? Why are there
it
so
might
many
not be. It might have been a front.
religious?
Well,
Why are there so many religious
I'm going to guess because
things?
the Briarborns started the revolution that caused the whole fracture. They're probably not big fans of the Raven Queen, right?
That's also a fair point.
Great.
We're all good.
Now that we're closer to the line, can we see? You said there were 3 blobs, right? Or 3.
Yeah, several blobs.
Now that we're closer, can we see some of the others?
Yeah. So you're looking
Your
at
10-foot light.
looking at
saw-
the bodies.
So we saw the first one.
With a
obviously.
tiny little candle, like.
I can't see nothing.
What's his face look like?
Who's out there? You boy, what year is it?
As you approach,
What day is this?
What body is it?
you, Baxter, as you're looking at the bodies that you can see, most of them are strewn right up to that like front line. Like nobody's gotten further than halfway.
Right.
None of them are orc-like.
I am going to.
All of them have this horrible, like, kind of bulbous, veiny situation going on.
I think
I'm going to go and find the 3rd tile from the left on the first line.
Isn't it start
What?
with a phoenix?
No, it starts with a phoenix.
Yeah.
Hang on. Is there
Oh,
a
sorry.
phoenix on the first line?
Yes.
Second tile
Right, I'm
from
going
the
to put my foot on the
right
phoenix.
with the phoenix on it.
Wait, before you do that, let's just read it through. But
Yeah, should we
it's
just
too
read
late
it through?
now.
Yeah,
Says-
alright, so second tile from the right with Phoenix on it, dispenser.
Is the
Dark
phoenix the
purple.
second tile from the right, Jen?
No.
So then I'm going to go and...
Not do that.
Not do anything until we figure it out.
The rest are disarmed in alternating patterns. 3rd from the left, 4th from the right, 5th from the left, 1st on the right, and so on, no matter how many options there are.
With my vision being like completely unhampered and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
can I work, starting with the second line, can I work out that pattern, the 3rd from the left and the symbols that it follows, when it says, when it gets to like so on and so forth, do the symbols remain the same or do they change?
They are all phoenixes on the lines that you can see. Following
that pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one phoenix on this first line?
There is.
And it's not the second from the right.
And it's not the second from the right?
What is second from
No.
the right?
Second from the right is a silver bow on the first line.
But guys,
What about the line before that? So not the first line, but the line before that is the phoenix right on the
There is no line before the first line.
Okay, so the
The
just
minus,
no pattern.
the minus
before
one
that.
line.
Yeah, no, it's the line.
I'm gonna push Panic really quickly backwards off my shoulder, and I'm gonna step on the first phoenix.
But
No.
The first
Yes.
phoenix, just none of you have actually asked me where the first phoenix is on the first line.
I was
where
about
is the
to,
first
but
phoenix?
apparently I've been pushed off a shoulder.
So Larrick, Phil Larrick, you
That's like
scout
basic.
along the line trying to see where this phoenix is, having gone, right, well, that whole pattern is phoenixes. The phoenix on the first line is the first on the left. On the second line, it's second from the right.
So don't.
But that's not what I asked you.
You asked me where the phoenix was.
On the first line.
Well, you said you were stepping on the phoenix on the first line.
Yeah.
So on the second line, it's the second tile from the right.
So that's the one we start with.
Well, can I not
That's
just
what we-
jump
that's
onto
where
that
we
one
start.
then and dodge the first line entirely?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah,
Step
fuck
over it, I presume, right? Okay.
Did you have to push me off for this?
Bearing in mind, so
Well,
the
just in case it
slab
goes wrong.
take up a line. I realise that you're Hairngorn, so it doesn't apply quite so much to you. But the slabs are a line, and each of these squares is 5 foot. So each slab is around 5 by 5.
Right.
They're huge tiles. They're not like little things. So those of you who are able to leap, fine. People like Saf-Zero, not so much.
Right, got you.
But we can get to the other side, we can try and disarm it.
Well, yeah, doesn't it say something about disarming the
Well, do you
dispensers
wanna-
after the first?
Do you want to get off?
No, I'm staying on. Can I get back on?
Yeah, sorry.
To be honest.
Well, I only pushed you lightly, fucking.
Emotionally, physically?
So on the second line, the phoenix is the second tile from the right, yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you
Yes.
sorry, why are you fucking laughing, Jen?
Then I hop over.
It's just the classic. DM makes a puzzle. The group is confused.
Well, because
Because you
also,
have
why
literally
did you make
nothing
a puzzle?
visual to go off.
yeah, you cannot
what-
do
no.
this. Every puzzle
But
you've
I
done in the
think-
past has been visual, and you've gone, this one, use your mind.
So I'm
It doesn't need to
presuming.
be visual.
It does when you
It's
say it's not the first
Or
line.
else we're going to be here for fucking hours.
But,
Right.
So are we
No
presuming?
bugs, I'm hopping.
Are we?
Okay.
Are we presuming
Fuck
that the
me.
first trap that he set off was the first line?
Larrick is jumping over to the second line. Onto the
Oh,
Phoenix
Jesus.
tile.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am also on his back.
We'll be here till fucking midnight.
Do we just read
jump
it out?
onto
Do we
it.
read it? Do we read it out loud as he's doing it?
No, we can
You jump
read.
onto it. The tile depresses slightly.
His butthole goes very tight for a minute.
And on either side,
I can feel it.
you hear a snick.
Back!
And then
He puts like one arm around Panic and just ducks. No.
Are we good?
And he's going to stand up, like puff his chest out and go, see, look, told you, all good. It's fine.
Can we breathe still?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to be honest with you now. And he says this really quietly. I was 50-50 on whether that was going to actually fucking work.
Yeah, no, I kind of regret getting back on your shoulder, to be honest.
Yeah.
You can get up.
Cool.
You can literally get up and fly.
You can't hear me.
Well, you're only 5 feet away.
Yeah, I'm whispering in his ear. I'm
So-
right by his ear. I use it like a phone. Whatever
And
that
then
is.
as quick as I can, I'm going to follow the pattern that I mapped out before to the other side.
How far is? Yeah. Okay. How far is Bunny Hop?
It's like 15 feet.
Yeah, 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So where am I now? This is why you need a visual, because I don't know what the fuck how far apart they are or anything.
Okay.
So you
Right.
said they're about 5
So
foot
zooming in,
wide.
the edge of the thing is where I've drawn the line. So that's the edges, right? So if it was second tile, right from the right on the second line, you would be there.
Right.
Right. So
Where's
where's
the next one?
The next one is sorry. let me
That's from
tap
the
that in.
left. So the next one would be there.
I can fly over.
Shit.
Oh, but you've also remember.
Did it say it was
Remember,
going to
you have
stop
got-
them?
So the first one said that it disarms the dispenser.
It did say disarms the trap.
Exactly. But remember, you have got rabbit hop.
Yeah, but I can't.
Rabbit Hop's
That-
only 15 feet.
So
Yeah.
judging by
That's
this,
isn't Mhm.
so third from the left would be the next line. So that would be 1, 2, 3. So judging by my math, that's where the next Phoenix is, there, where that green dot is. And then the next line would be fourth from the right, which would be
Back to
1,
there.
2, 3, 4 would be there. The next
So-
one is fifth from the left, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be the next one.
We need to do
Am I
it in
right,
pairs.
So there's your
Yeah, we're going to
edges.
be in pairs, aren't we?
So
No,
whoever...
I don't think we need to do pairs. I hate to say this, but there's only one of us that can actually do this.
Can't stop serious.
Panic. No, panic. Just fly. Just
That's-
follow
I
the
was
pattern.
saying that, and-
yeah, fly from button to button.
I'll do it. Hopefully, I'm heavy enough. I'll then get big.
But then what if you get to the other side and it's still active?
Well, we'll find
Well,
out.
Bunny Hop is actually 20 feet.
It's 20 feet, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still
Okay,
not
but
20
that's-
feet.
So as it stands, though, I need to get from here to here.
Yeah, but
Unless
what I'm
somebody
saying
else
is,
jumps
I'm
from
gonna
here
fly
to
over.
here.
yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, say Blackberry. Where? So Blackberry goes from, like, here to here,
Yeah.
and then you do that one, and then Blackberry hops this one, and then you do the next one, and then Blackberry hops the next one. Except we've only got 4 bunny hops per long rest.
I'm going
Right.
to map them out quickly.
I can fly
First,
over
right.
and just do the next one and see if it works with my weight, then I'll just keep going.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's good.
Right. Because it doesn't matter after that point, because then I go over, do that, and then there might be like, ta-da,
Oh, wait,
you
that's
finish.
wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Is that right, Jen? Is that third from the left? That first one on that line?
You've
The Black-
skipped a row. You've skipped this row.
I have.
So you're second from the right there, yeah.
Because I'm confused. 'Cause
And then
mine's
so the
black
edge
and
is where I've drawn that
it's
line, which follows the.
Because fucking everything.
So
2, so that would be third from the left there.
there,
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's third from the left.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one goes there.
Well,
Fourth from the right.
yeah.
1, 2, 3,
I
4.
just go to where everyone's
Why is there
telling me to
another
go.
fucking thing there now?
Third from-
2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then. So second from the right. First on the right. Right. And then it just repeats. So
Yeah,
it's
so
that one.
I'm going to fly over to the one that I need to go to and land on it.
Because actually, admittedly, if the flying thing works, then
One.
I'll just do it. And then
Then you just-
yeah,
fly.
and Blackberry can also just turn into a bird if she
There
needs
it
to.
goes.
But I might disarm it if I get to the
That
other
one.
end.
Yeah.
Hold
Probably
on.
why no one has managed to do it.
But hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
But this
quite a
guy was. But this person was able to do it.
What person?
The guy in the book.
The diary. Literally the
Yeah.
guy the guy that's written, and he brought a partner, and the partner died
Because he'd forgotten about the first trap.
because he'd forgotten about the first trap. This guy was able to do it by himself.
Maybe he could fly.
Maybe he could fly. I mean, obviously we don't know the guy, but yeah, he was able to do it by himself. So
Maybe he's really tall and had super long legs.
What if,
Right, Blackberry,
like...
just go for it.
Wait, I thought I was flying over.
I thought Blackberry
do
was
it.
helping.
I'm flying over. I'm going to land on the other one, and then if that works, I'm going to keep flying to each one and just activate them and hopefully turn it off. So do me a favor. When I get to the other one, you jump off this one. Because I have a weird
Do we
feeling
not-
that having them all set at the same time might not work. Because if we
Right.
would have to time it so well that if we had you and Blackberry jumping back and forth on this bit, you have to time it so you're not landing on the same one at the same time. But you know what I mean?
Where have you
It's
got-
at the same time, landing on each one.
Where have you got that from?
I know, I just had it in my head. I'm panicking. That's what I do. But I'm just saying,
Just
I'll
go-
get over
just go.
there. When I'm at land, I'll let you jump back a minute and let me see what happens.
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
because then the sequence picks up that only one person is actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's how I'm trying to say it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what sequence I've got to do with it, but yeah.
Give it a
There
go.
we go then.
Yep. I'm gonna fly over, hover over, and just wait for Larry to jump off, and I land on the pattern on the Phoenix.
Okay. So you fly over to third from the left.
Yeah, exactly where everyone's pointing. Like even if like someone's there going, yeah, that one.
Yep.
Just in case I'm not
You
quite
land
sure.
on it.
Yep.
I jumped
It
off.
sinks in. You hear a snick. And then nothing.
Did I need to jump off or no?
Did
When you-
Larry's one come back
so-
up?
When he jumped off, did it come back up?
It did come back up. Yeah.
But there
But
wasn't
nothing
any
happened.
noise. There was no noise
Okay.
with
No.
it. Okay, let's just keep going like this. I'm going to fly
I'm
over
going
to
to
the
jump
next
back
one.
over to my one then.
Yeah.
Just so I'm closer for the next one. Are you just going to fly through all the
Yeah,
way
I'm
to
just
the
gonna
second?
go,
And
yeah,
it's just gonna
Okay.
zigzag.
Yeah.
And I do the same over there.
So then you land on fourth from the right.
Yep.
The tile depresses. You hear a snick. Nothing.
And then over to that one, which I believe is next.
Fifth from the left. Same thing.
Are you sure about this pattern, Larry?
That's what it says in the book.
Go. Just making sure. And then I fly over to the next. Wait, wasn't it second from the left?
Fourth from the right,
No.
fifth from the left, first on the right, and so on.
Okay, just make sure. That was me flying. Just double checking.
Okay.
I just look for the Phoenix.
First on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already mapped
First
that
on the
one.
right.
Yes, in there.
It depresses. You hear a snick. Nothing.
Cool. And I just,
Okay,
I
and
just
then
keep going.
First left.
Yeah.
Third on the left.
Right. Yeah.
And as I'm getting over, I look down. Is if it's a Phoenix, I'm going to land on it.
Wait!
It's not a phoenix.
Right, then I don't land on it for a second.
Okay.
Wait! No, Larry literally just goes, wait!
What?
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
The next one will be a second tile from the right. Because that's what we started with.
The pattern doesn't change. Yeah.
So you've gone from first on the right. You're
Yeah.
hovering over third on the left.
I'm
Is
going
it
to
a
go
Phoenix?
back. I'm going to go back to where I was a second. I'm going to fly over to the second on the right and look down. Is it a Phoenix?
No.
Guys,
Shit,
help.
I think Well, look
rest
for a
of the
Phoenix
song-
on
I'm
that
going
road.
to. I'm just going to look for a Phoenix.
Okay.
Wait, no.
So you,
No, it'll skip.
No.
It'll
No.
skip. Can I just go up to here and look down? And shut up, Jen. Can I go up and look down? Is there a phoenix below me now?
No.
Is that phoenix on that row?
Not directly below you.
No, it's about the
The rest are disarmed in alternating patterns, no matter how many options there are. It doesn't say specifically that it will be a phoenix every single time. But actually, maybe the next slot is a different tile.
So, yeah,
So carry on as you were.
Well, go back to the one I was going to go on, or the one that we think it might be?
Go back to the third from the right, the third from the left, right, because it says the rest are disarmed in alternating patterns.
God,
And
as a player, I fucking hate
second
this.
from the right, it's not included in that list.
All right, so we're just making sure, because look, I'm flying it, and if I die, I'm just going to be very angry. And I'm going to land on the whatever one I'm hovering above.
Okay. So you hover over the thing, you land on it. The tile does not depress.
I hate all of you.
You hear a snick.
Fuck's sake, I tried to say, I'm sorry.
From either side,
what?
You hear basically the sound of a...
I'm going to fly away as fast as possible.
I need you to roll a constitution save.
Oh, God damn it. This is so confusing.
When I jumped back on the tile I jumped off, when I jumped off that tile, it came back up, didn't it?
Yep.
A con save, you say?
A con save, I say.
That's 21. 16 plus 5.
Okay. So from either side, you see what look like projectiles, but streaming behind them is some kind of light-coloured gas. They are fast. They are so fast you couldn't possibly have hoped to avoid them. They hit you on either side. However, being slightly shorter, they kind of land like higher up on your head, and with your 21 con save, you do breathe in some of the vapors. You feel them entering your body. You feel your blood vessels constricting and then expanding, and it almost feels like your heart is trying to pump far, far too fast for your body. You feel your limbs starting to seize. And for a moment, you think, shit, this is going to happen to me now. I'm gonna look like all of these other plum-faced lumps on the floor. But then your body relaxes, and you feel whatever this venom was passing away and through your body, almost as if you didn't quite get enough of a dose. Incidentally, Panic, you look one tile to your left, and there is a phoenix.
I'm going to stab every single one of you.
Why would it be there?
Why would it be there?
That doesn't follow what you said.
Wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm just shaking this off. Do you say the pattern continues and it alternates? So wouldn't it have swapped round?
In alternating pattern? No. Hold on.
What, so instead of second tile from the right, it would have been second tile from the left.
But the wording,
right, fourth from the left.
I'm just gonna like. I'm okay. I take it.
You are okay. Yes.
Can I go stand on the phoenix?
You can. So you take one step to the left.
Yeah.
Panic. What was it?
What?
Well, what was it? Just. Are you okay?
I think I don't know. Like felt like I was about to die. So don't step on the wrong ones. I felt like my heart was going to blow up.
Is that
Panic,
right?
you stand on the phoenix.
Yeah.
It depresses. You hear a snick. Nothing else comes at you.
Cool. And then I'm just going to, instead of listening to anyone now, I'm going to fly to the next row and then just fly across until I see a phoenix.
Tell you.
No, because...
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm going to fly across that row and look for a phoenix.
Okay,
my
phoenix is third from the right.
So it's there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Third from the right.
Right?
Third from the right, that one.
Oh.
That's fourth.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to land on that.
Disarms.
Fourth from the left.
And then I go over there. And
So
on
it's
that
there.
one.
Fourth from the left. Yep. Phoenix.
And then
Okay, disarms.
It's from
Next
the
one.
right. There.
Yep.
so it's supposed to be that one, yeah? Wherever the Phoenix is, I'm landing on it.
Yep. Fifth from the right.
And whatever's next,
It disarms the trap. That is your last row.
cool. And then I'm just going to step off fly over to the other side and look for traps.
You step off on the other side. Roll perception for traps. Or sleight of hand if you're doing touchies with your fingies.
Well, I'll do perception because I don't trust my sleight of hand. 23.
23, yep. So looking around, you see that these iconographic figures, slabs, then start spreading out again. No more phoenixes and no more bodies.
Just
Just to explain, because you guys were obviously confused.
Obviously.
And again, I worded this deliberately to be annoying. The companion Uri set off the first trap, and I did say right at the beginning, the first phoenix was the first on the left. The pattern is alternating, but the numbering is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the alternation is left and right. Which, if you'd gone on to the phoenix first on the left, you might have then noticed that it switched to the first on the right. So it then continued being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello.
Does that make sense?
the trap's disarmed now, isn't it?
The traps are disarmed, yes.
Cool. Lara just
But that's why I was laughing, because I was like, they've just got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just keep going left, right,
That's
left,
great.
right, left, right, left, right. But no.
Shut
Because
up.
always, you think it's going to be simple, and it never is.
That was but the
How-
wording was
how
so
did you-
confusing.
Yeah.
Right, get fucked, because you wrote that to
But
be
the-
deliberately obtuse and catch us out. So there was nothing
But
you
the-
planned about this to be simple.
But the
I
wording-
And there's
wasn't
no
deliberately
visual.
trying to catch you out. If someone's writing a diary, they're not going to write it so that other people read it. They're going to write it in a way that they go, oh yeah, that makes sense to me.
Anyway,
No, but don't be
we're,
like,
we're
Erin's so
across.
simple when I deliberately made it more not simple.
we're
I
across.
didn't.
Sorry.
I literally was like, we're just going to do 1 to 5. It'll be fine.
Sorry,
It'll be
just
fine.
quickly. So you're saying that the first row had already been activated?
Nope, you didn't stand on it. Nobody stood on the first row.
So basically what is
No.
happening is we could have stood on the first Phoenix and that would have been fine.
Mhm.
But we thought we had to skip it.
But then we haven't
Because-
done the trap, have we? We haven't done it because we haven't done it in order. We skipped the whole thing.
But then
No,
how
but
did the
the-
rest...
Yeah, but
But
if
then
you
how did
look,
the rest of
there
the
are
traps
niches
work?
in line with each slab. So each row has
It's the
a
same
trap.
Right.
It's the first dispenser
But since you
was
guys...
on the first row, second dispenser on the second row.
So I've turned
Uri
them
set
all
off the first
basically.
trap. You've turned off all but the first row, yeah.
Yeah, so...
When I
Before you
walked
come
over,
over,
But
can
you
someone
don't
stand
know
on the
how long that
Phoenix
lasts.
and then run?
Yeah, I'll do that.
And then get everyone to run over and see
Yeah.
what happens. Whoever
Avoiding
made that is a dick. That hurt.
You
That's-
will find out maybe another time.
That scared me,
You don't all
guys.
die in this tunnel.
Oh my god, we probably will.
Right, what's it say
I mean-
next, by the way? What's coming up next?
I mean, annoyingly, I know this won't make you feel better, but if we'd known it was poison from the start, I could have just walked straight through the middle because I'm completely immune.
I mean, so...
I mean,
Yeah, but then how on earth would we have stopped it? Because it wouldn't have been, like, turned off. It would
Well,
have
I mean,
been,
I could have just wandered around and stood on everything.
I mean, yeah,
Blackberry.
fair.
Are there
Blackberry's just gonna.
are there any other entries that have come through? Because this is the last
have
one,
any
right?
new entries come through? Because this is the last one we've had.
Okay, so you open the book. All of you walking over the slabs, despite presumably standing on some that are not phoenixes.
Yeah.
You appear to be fine.
Okay.
None of the traps go off.
Because Blackberry's just wandering through with her nose in the book, going,
Yep.
"Is there another entry? What did we miss here with this clue type thing?"
You all get across. As Blackberry stood there, flicking through the book, trying to see if there are any new clues having come up. and you're all stood on the other side, you hear a very loud click. Any of you with dark vision looking back across the slabs, you note that all of the phoenix slabs just slightly depress and then come back up as they click.
Okay.
Literally.
What it is.
And the trap has reset.
Right. I'll
So
remember
we
this
have to do it
next
in
time when we
reverse?
go backwards. It'll be fine. But
Blackberry, there are no new entries.
it's
No, no,
crack
no, no, no.
the fuck on then.
Do we
As
do we
of
just
now.
make a note? Do we make a note about the fact that it's got to be reversed when we get back?
Or we just each row Phoenix.
Yeah, just
That's what you
Phoenix.
got
I just fly over
Yeah,
to a
true.
Phoenix. It'll
Yeah,
be
we'll
fine
just-
this time. Like I thought
Just so
would be the
panicked that
case,
has
but
5 phoenixes.
the voice in my head made it seem like it wasn't the fact. And I'm going to hold this against her, just like I have done with the lice thing. So,
Yeah.
shall we
I'll
continue?
probably start liking again.
How are them itchies?
Gone now. Thank you.
They're not. Well, they were gone. Now they're not.
Apart from the snick, do we hear any other noise from the up and coming tunnel?
Roll me perception.
So it's just probably just walking at this point, aren't we?
I hope so.
Stood here just
17.
waiting.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can hear what sounds like muffled footsteps coming from up ahead.
Yay. I just.
You can also hear strange noises.
Such as.
They are guttural. They have
Oh.
definitely come from vocal cords,
That's
but they are not saying words.
good.
As you stand there listening, Baxter, and you are trying to take in what's going on around you, you're all kind of pissed off about this.
No, we're
Try.
fine.
I'm great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm great.
I can see 120 feet, don't forget, Jen.
I'm not worried at all. Are you looking around actively?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fine. You, Baxter, so Blackberry, nose in a book, Baxter,
Blackster.
you listening out, Phil Larrick, also taking a look around, trying to get your bearings. Firstly, through the gloom, this gurgling changes.
Excuse me.
I beg your pardon.
I'm nervous.
Next thing,
It's the toxins.
up ahead. Oh my god, my mouse has entirely gone wrong, which makes this far less dramatic. Up ahead.
Oh, don't worry. I think there's been enough drama.
Up ahead, you see a row of figures shambling towards you.
Oh no.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say they're undead.
A line of varied undead shambling towards you.
I pull up my staff and just be like, well, I don't think we're going to speak to them, are we?
Well, I mean,
We will.
Are they are they filling the whole of the width of the tunnel? They're not at all, are they?
No. The tunnel is so the width that you've got there with those pink lines. That's the width. So there's two dark lines on either side of the tunnel. That's the edge of the tunnel. It's wide.
So in
Everyone-
theory, we can try
everyone-
and bunch.
Everyone move to one side of the tunnel, but not close
Everyone
enough.
bunch.
do we recognize them from upstairs? Because they look like the same tokens. I'm just double checking we don't recognize the ghost part of them.
No,
Cool, just
no
making
they're
sure.
not the same people.
Oh, so
They
they're just
are-
Move
twins.
everyone.
They're just
everyone-
monstrous symbols for
Yeah,
particular.
I'm just going to move to
Do
the
they look
side
of
for a
the
second.
same? Do they look of the same ilk? Do they look like they're doing their own thing?
No, they do not.
Oh,
Ah,
balls.
that's the
They
difference.
do not.
Uh,
They
the
are
difference
headed.
I'm looking
They are very clearly headed towards some kind of noise.
Right, good out.
Okay, great, cool.
I
Wonderful.
wonder if the dead gas works on dead stuff.
What, you mean you think
Probably
you can
not.
fly back over and wait?
No.
I already.
Push them.
How do you push
I
a
already have a
ghost?
thought.
Yeah, how do you push a ghost?
Thought.
Aren't they undead? Aren't they? Some of them a bit gooey.
What's the thought? What?
Sorry, Blackberry, what are you saying?
They're
I
getting
have a
closer.
thought.
What's
Go
happening?
on.
Wall of fire.
Wall of fire.
Let's up a wall of fire. Yeah.
No, because what if you disturb the use and something else happens?
Yeah, we don't want the piss
You
off the use.
can wall of fire next
And,
time.
but then,
It's your little heart's content.
also, if
When
you
we
wall a
roll
fire,
initiative.
that puts us in a very small area between deadly gas pit trap and fucking fire.
Hey, it's
Well, of
fine.
course,
You
I
should
imagine
try
that's
it.
why
It's like a good beer. Just
I imagine that's why they're coming at us in a chorus line.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming out in a line, and I can, like, shake my wall of fire slightly to trap them inside.
Nice.
Can you do it like a
With
circle and then we
burning
just fuck
stuff.
off?
Yeah, with the burny sides facing
yeah, why-
towards them.
yeah, just do that, and then we can leave. Wait, they're ghosts. They can't catch on fire.
Yeah,
I mean, I would assume
but-
fire would still
But aren't they gooey?
I can.
Jenny
this-
said some of them are gooey.
I actually see us in the world talking like this as this shambling ghost army is coming towards us. We're going, yeah, but what if we encase them in a ring of fire?
And also, what constitutes a ghost?
Yeah, how fleshy is these ghosts? What is an undead to you?
Yeah.
Do you have a permit
that one-
for being
That's a
here?
question, isn't it?
That one over there looks a bit gooey. Get in with your fire.
Which one looks like they could catch a light? The easiest. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Jenna
That whole
hated
thing
that.
was incredibly stressful.
Oh my god, it was
Yay.
so hard and stressful.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, what happened there?
And now that and
I
the
got
tunnel's gone,
flashbangs.
guys. The tunnel's gone.
We just fell into the void.